that same team except Derek Carr. Nigga, you had Jimmy G as your quarterback.
Once again, did I not just say the same team except Derek Carr?
Nigga, that's a big difference. Nigga, of course you don't got no faith in that.
Now it's a big difference.
Of course you don't got no effing faith in Jimmy G as your quarterback.
Haven't this year we've been saying how mid Derek Carr's been? Didn't just last year you would say, oh, Derek Carr might not be the guy. He's just not that. You don't remember that? You don't recall?
Yeah, that? He's better than Jimmy G though.
Oh my God!
He better. We kept telling him.
So hold on. Let me ask you this: you think Mike McCarthy's a good head coach?
Wait.
Answer the question. I wish you would.
He's not trash.
Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Wait. All right, everybody ready to roll? Got a full house today.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, what up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show where we are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC. I'm here with my wonderful brothers and co-hosts. I believe this is episode 77, I think. Yeah, 77. Got a great week of football to get into, man. The week 11 recap. But first, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So let's get right into the split, man. As y'all can see, we got a whole full house, man. Some of my brothers requested. Some of my brothers couldn't wait, was hitting me up this weekend trying to start the podcast. So we finally here, man, and we're going to get into all the splits, and we're going to get into our last little few weeks of the season that we got, man. We're going to cover it all today. So first off, we got my guy, the OG, one of my mentors, Daryl Dunnan, a.k.a. Raider Ragu, as you know him now. What's going on, big dog?
All right, baby. That's right. Let's go.
And then we got my guy, man, my day one, sandbox type spit, my boy Stormin' Norman. All of a sudden pulling up when Niners getting dubs, but we'll talk about that later. All of a sudden he got all the time in the world.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, Niner game, let's go.
I'm sure he come when they lose.
Exactly, that's the one.
I'm just saying.
That's the one.
We gotta start.
I'm just saying.
In the playoffs, let them lose in the playoffs. I'm tracking that nigga. If I gotta go on the road myself to find your little mail truck, nigga, I'm gonna be right there.
Even if he won't come out, do it from his port.
We need to start making it a requirement. You got
because that's so effed up because of what Isaiah had to go through last year. And niggas could just come and go as they please. Like when the last time we seen Jay Will?
I went through a beating last year. I was mauled, brawled in a punching last year.
And he showed up pretty much every week. I think the only week he missed was the week he did win.
I'm just saying.
You went through it last
Isaiah
year,
got a point. Isaiah got a point.
Well, we got to show up with them L's, Norman. Mr. Stormin' Norman.
If they ever make the Super Bowl again and lose, we won't see him for a month. But I know everyone on this podcast will text them.
Then we got my guy from the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang. My guy Andre, the sports junkie.
What's going on, guys? Just wanted to get a couple of things off my chest, some real important things, and that's is podcast.
Hey, I was waiting on it.
Best day of the week, podcast Tuesday.
Like a few nights ago, just to tell him I'm bored and let's have a podcast on Monday.
Nah, he really did. That nigga was blowing me up. I thought something was going on. He was like, "Hey, podcast tomorrow."
Dude, I texted JC yesterday. I said, "Let me get on this." I'm off.
Yeah, I think I know what type of time Tanner on, but we'll address that later. But I have a itch of what you know. What I'm saying
I know why Tanner.
Yeah, I think I know, but I'm gonna let him say it though.
Tanner's feeling good. The same reason I'm feeling good about the Raiders. for these past few weeks. So I know why Tanner's feeling so.
And then we got, as we just mentioned, we got a familiar face. My whitest of white partner back in the building, my guy Tanner.
My whitest of white partner, I'm dead.
I mean, I say that because bro, my boy got like the whitest name possible, so you got to address the elephant in the room. You know what I mean?
Right about that. Right about that.
Then we got my guy, man, live from Jacksonville, all the way from
Florida.
Vegas. My guy decided to pop out, talk, pop his spit. Sure, he's, feeling a lot better than he has the last year and a half, I'm sure. My guy, Isaiah Anthony of the Ant Hill Productions, the superstar. What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? My phone's dead. Or I would have uploaded the picture. Finally linked up with my boy Marvin Anthony this week. We got a picture, snapped that up this week, so that was a good thing.
Shout out to the All Grind Sports Fellowship that we had this week, man.
Yeah, so now I done met JC, done met Marv. Now I got to link over everybody else.
Shit, when you gonna link up with me? You in Florida?
What part of Florida you
right,
in?
Right, you in my state right now.
What part of Florida you in, Tanner?
Fort Pierce.
How far is Fort Pierce from Jackson? Like 3-4 hours?
Something like
Damn.
that.
Florida goes 3-4 hours. It don't look like it.
Miami like 5 or 6 hours from me, bro.
I'm 2 hours away from Miami.
Yeah, so he like 4 hours away from me.
I didn't even know Florida travels that far. Like it looked like such a small state.
Yeah, like people
that bitch long, bro. Florida long as hell.
Like people be like, it's a skip to Miami. No, it's not, bro. We're not that
close. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, for real. I've always thought like Orlando and Miami was like 15 minutes away from each other type split. That's it right there. But that's how I be feeling when people be thinking the Bay, like when they ask me about the Bay and niggas is from the city, we like, bro, like that's like literally nowhere near us at all.
You know what happened when I first moved to the Bay and people would call me and say, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm in LA." I'd be like, "Okay, and like,
what the hell that got to do with me?"
What's that? I'm not finna pull up to LA. Sorry. But yeah, I'm in Duval County. I'll be here for the next month and a half. So
his true team, you know what I'm saying? He down there in the rep for the last stretch of the season.
Yeah. but you see my QB showed up this weekend.
The Raiders start winning and he leaves. He leaves town once the Raiders start winning.
But so let's get started. I'm ready to get started.
Let's get cracking, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, it's funny how he out there. The Raiders lost, Jags won. He out there.
Ragu, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to watch the game on the road, but I was in the middle of nowhere, Georgia, since I had to go off court. And hold on, Marv, that's how you know I love you, brother, because I went off course to come see you, and I had to go through where I could have possibly got lynched at on the way back to Jacks.
Nick, that nigga ain't lying.
So
Georgia definitely got some of them spots.
Yeah. But yeah, I was trying to watch the game. I mean, our boys ain't do that bad, but we'll talk about that later.
So we'll start off with some of the devastating news, man. Thursday night football, we had a couple season-altering injuries. One being Isaiah's guy, Joe Burr. I'll show him a little respect today because of what's going on, man. They announced that he's out for the season. And to be honest, even if it's unrelated, like, it seems like he just had the season from hell in general. You know what I mean? Like he started off dealing with the calf and then, started to get some type of wind under him and, had the bye week to rest. And then right when it seems like he's getting a rhythm going and playing, one of the top teams in the league, top teams in the division and all of that, it's another blow, man. So it just seems like this was one of them seasons I was like inevitable, that it was just going to be like the season from hell type split. So.
Yeah, I agree. It was just really unfortunate. Like you said, you start off the season with a calf injury, work your way back to health, and then this injury happens. It just wasn't a good season at all from the whole team standpoint to start the season as well. And they dug themselves in the hole, especially being in the division that they're in. It's the toughest division in football this year, with the Steelers outperforming their expectations. the Browns being up there, and then also the Ravens leading the AFC with their record right now. So they'll just have to reload for next year. I think this is a look forward to next year and see how you rock and roll. But like I said, you can't keep starting out slow like they've been doing. You can't keep starting out.
That's it.
0-3 or 1.
How much do you think that might contribute to some of the woes too of like them playing with a different, I guess, sense of urgency in the middle of the season or certain stuff to where it's like maybe you can't fully heal and stuff like that because you didn't kept getting off to these slow starts. You know what I mean? That you kind of gotta pick it up.
I don't know if it necessarily that's the factor with the injuries, but I do think that you there's a bit more pressure rather than
right.
You take care of a couple of those wins earlier in the season. Now you're not playing catch up and trying to catch up with Baltimore, trying to catch up with the Steelers, trying to just barely get wild cards so you can get in the playoffs and then show what you really have. You want to cruise into the playoffs. Like you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to win 12, 13 games so you can possibly get 1 seed or at least 2 seed instead of getting a wild card and have to go play on the road.
That's what it looks like the Ravens are really doing.
Yeah, I'm saying the Ravens seem like they're coasting right now. I mean, they're playing pretty good. They're 8-2, 9-2. What are they?
8-3.
8-3, yeah.
8-3. Okay, 8-3. My bad. So 8-3. We got 6 more games left. So they want to probably win about 4 or 5 more of those games so they can lock up that number 1 seed.
I mean, well, that's another injury that we have, which is Mark Andrews. Now, it was originally reported that he was going to miss the season as well, but now they're saying there's a possibility he can come back, before the end of the season, which sounds like probably more so right before playoffs.
I don't see that.
You don't?
I think I don't see
that.
If he comes back, I think it would be if they get the number 1 seed.
Like they have to, like at bye week or win the first
round.
round.
Like, I only see him coming back if they got like a legit chance to make the Super Bowl.
NFC champ. I mean,
and
AFC
that bye
champ.
week will be helpful too.
Oh, so they still have a bye coming?
No.
No, for the playoffs.
Oh, you're talking about the playoffs? Okay.
Yeah,
they get that 1 seed.
So that'll be Baltimore's motivation right now. Like, let's get that bye week. So
let's get that 1 seed. Yep,
so y'all don't think he's coming back regular season at all?
No,
I don't see it. I don't see it. But I'm no doctor, so I don't really know.
That is a fact too.
Yeah.
But
that injury looked horrible,
bro.
I didn't even look again. Like, I don't. If it's something that looked bad, I turn my head every time.
The Bengals really should have got fined. I'm not gonna lie, for playing Burrow and not having him listed on the injury report. Because remember, before the game, he was like had like an arm cast on or some shit.
Oh yeah. Yep, I did see that.
Yeah. So how do they get away with that shit?
I mean, who's to say they did?
I ain't hear about no fine.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just saying, like, who's to say? I mean, they could still be investigating.
They need to investigate.
Remember, it took them like 3 or 4 days before they decided what they were going to do to Miami for the Tua stuff, even though they didn't do split. But
maybe Burrow wouldn't be out for the season if he didn't get hurt.
So,
but again, Isaiah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
hurt.
Maybe games like this, they're like, you know what? Let's take a precaution, keep him out. But they couldn't afford to because their division is so crowded this year.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start off 0-3 and 1-3.
And like you said, you cannot continue to start off slow because now look where they're at now.
Yeah.
So are we at a point where we want to say that he is injury prone?
Yeah, he's injury prone. I'll say that. Right now, you have to have that label. You missed majority.
I mean, other than the first season, has he had another big injury though?
Yeah, I think he has. I think he had like.
I mean, what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying.
Half his career has been injury riddled.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
he's correct.
From college to the pros, he's been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just saying pro. This 4-year pro career, 2 of them have been
pretty much was out most of it.
Yeah.
So half of his career he's been hurt.
Yeah. So I mean, he's played 10 games. He played 10 games his rookie year and played 10 games this year, and then.
And
I
then
want to start talking
year,
about money and shit, but they just,
No, you're right. I mean, I said that at the top of the season, Ragu, when he was playing with the calf injury. I was like, right now, you're not showing that you was worth that money that you signed for.
Did that money start yet? Is he getting that?
Well, I don't know if it started, but I know he
I
got
don't
it.
know if it started yet, but you still signed the biggest contract in NFL history, and you playing like dirt. That's not acceptable.
I think
I
next
can
year
speak. I can speak to that, Isaiah Preach, because I had him on both my fantasy teams, so I can speak to that.
Oh, I know that hurts.
Well, I traded with Norman for Herbert, so he kind of saved my season with that before Burrow even got hurt. So I kind of had a backup plan. Yeah, I got lucky. And in my other league that I had Burrow, I picked up CJ Stroud. So now I got in CJ I trust for the rest of the year.
CJ was available? Wow.
No, I've been picking up.
This was like
a
the
month
first
or two
like
ago.
5 weeks or something.
Yeah, this
that.
was a minute ago when I grabbed him.
Yeah,
this was way before that 41 point.
Yeah, I grabbed CJ. Like
I've been. I tried to. I think you know what's funny, Isaiah. So Isaiah picked him up in the other league I'm in. The same day I picked him up in my league, I went looking for him in the other one, and Isaiah had already grabbed him. That was the only reason why I didn't. I tried to get him in both.
Yeah, because I was pissed off that you grabbed him in our league, man. Because I wanted to drop.
No, you grabbed him in our league. I grabbed him in my other league.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It must be a different.
It's probably somebody else you thinking about that I said.
It was a different league where I had a quarterback, and I'm like, bro, I need somebody. I need. It ain't working.
But y'all thoughts on the game though?
It was a good divisional game as always.
Well, that first drive with Andrews was looking easy, like it was going to be a walk in the
first
park.
Catch was crazy.
And then the game ended up being a relatively good game until after Joe went out and it was clear.
You could tell it kind of sucked the wind out of all of them.
Yeah.
All them injuries.
But I thought about you, JC. Like you were saying that Cincinnati beat the Ravens when Lamar got hurt. So wouldn't you know it? You know what I'm saying? The flip side.
Oh
of that
yeah,
shit
it's the other way
happens
around
where-
this time.
Yeah.
You know what this goes to show too? Is it also goes to show you like how hard it is, to stay healthy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's that and how
playing
hard it
grown man
is.
tackle football.
Another point I was gonna bring up is how hard it is to even be in contention at all. Like it's a point that I don't know if Isaiah remembers this, but when we first started the podcast, we had like I forgot why it came up, but we came up talking about like Burrow's, potential in the league. And our other white boy, my guy, Jeff Dubray, he predicted that Joe Burrow has the Marino effect to where he goes and then never goes again. And I ain't gonna lie, since he said that, it's I mean, it's been a couple seasons since then, and it's been something every year. So I don't know if that's a for sure thing that's gonna happen, but I mean the take is looking pretty good right now.
I say we have to still see, because I mean he did just go to the AFC Championship last year.
He did, but it's extremely. We know that unless you're the Patriots or the Chiefs, you're not. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to just keep going back. You assume that team will.
I get what you're saying. That's why I said we'll have to wait and see. I'd wait till after this year, see how the team
because they still got to pay people all type of.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm not gonna necessarily write them off or write Joe Burrow off and say he'll never make another Super Bowl. I get that Dubray obviously it's a prediction, which it's not a bad prediction. I mean, anything can fucking happen. I mean, everybody thought Rodgers would win multiple Super Bowls, and here we are. You only still have one,
Right.
So it's definitely possible.
Great point.
Yeah, so it's definitely possible. But
Look at Ragu with the amen. Like,
I'm just saying, how many years in was that Rodgers won his Super Bowl? It's like
no, but that he's right though. That was a thing. Like niggas just assumed same thing with Reno. You know what I'm saying? There's certain niggas where you just assume
it's definitely possible.
That
but
they're gonna win
I'm gonna hold out a little bit of hope. For my boy Joe.
I mean, of course you was on the Burrow train before the rest of the world was. You know what I'm saying? You could take heed to that. So of course you got that soft spot where you hope so.
I think he's fragile.
I didn't deny that. I said he's injury prone right now. Until
No, I'm
until
recognizing
you
that he's
figure out how to
he's-
stay on the field consistently. I mean, like you said, you missed 14 games already in your 4 years. So that's, I mean, hey,
Big part of that goes to the O line too.
that's
yeah,
a
but
lot of games. That's a
Yeah,
lot of
that's-
games, man.
That O line not being able to hold up for Burrow.
That was
Doesn't help
the
at all.
narrative at first, Tanner. That was the narrative like in 21,
Yep.
the first year when he got hurt, but they spent
feel
money
like-
on the line.
They
And
did.
then the line's not working out though. They're still allowing all the pressures. Burrow's still getting hit a lot.
I mean, Burrow holding on to it a little too long this season too.
Yeah.
Like I always say,
rid of
you can only hold them niggas back for so long. I don't care
He
how
did
good
that
your
this
line
season.
is.
He did that the season we said that the first time too. He held the ball too long. He holds
And
the ball
this
too long.
it's gonna be tough because that money is about to kick in. So some people gonna have to get released.
Yeah, they already
that's-
had to release some niggas. That's how Bates got over there to Atlanta, which he's doing good over there.
Yeah, because they knew they weren't gonna be able to pay
Yeah,
him.
they couldn't pay
And,
him.
That was a big loss for them too.
they Mixon probably is out of there.
Oh yeah.
They'll probably be looking to
Sure.
But
draft.
they was
the
going.
running
They were
back.
probably gonna do that anyway. You know, Mixon is a dinosaur as far as running backs are concerned.
Why he
No.
got? Did he get 2 deals?
Did he?
No, I don't think.
might have.
He might have. He might have.
Yeah, I think he took. Yeah, he did. I think he got a couple of deals, but I think he took what they would call team friendly deals, to where he didn't, do like the holdout for max money or nothing like that. So
Well, we know how to running back shit. You got to take the.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I wasn't saying he was supposed to. but-
That's kind of bullshit for the running back.
It's either that or be sitting here with us and shit doing podcasts and shit.
No, for real. That's real slick. That's real slick though. So Mixon, he probably
And it's
felt like he
fucked up,
really had a
Tanner,
chance
you're
to
right.
win with them. You know what I mean? Like he had a legit chance to, get a Super Bowl with them. So he just rocked out with them. And
the running backs really take the most beating of like anybody on the
of
whole
anybody.
field,
Exactly.
of anybody on the whole field too.
I feel like they do everything on offense. They block, they run the ball, they catch the ball.
And they're the most disrespected position.
And then when we get in that room
Well,
with the
I
money,
think
they
I
start
think
talking about
I think the
money, they
linebackers would
tripping.
like to have a word.
No, the linebackers too. Don't get me wrong.
They're
but-
As
pretty
far as most
disrespected.
disrespected.
No, but they'll pay a good linebacker though.
They'll pay a great linebacker. You
They'll pay
can't
a
just
good
be
You
linebacker.
talking interior backer, JC? Or you saying now a rush linebacker, bro? Can get
Yeah, them
top
no,
grade.
they get paid. They get paid. But yeah, like
But you said inside.
yeah,
inside
like the
backers.
middle backs and
Yeah.
shit. Like they just like you got to be
Yeah.
like Fred
You
Warner.
know what it is?
Leonard,
They
you know
like, well, we only need 2 of y'all. We're gonna be playing nickel most of the time any goddamn way. So they kind of do disrespect that interior linebacker position as well, but not like the running backs, bro. Not
Not like the running backs.
You got
at all.
you got to be like a Parsons or TJ Watt type linebacker to get paid for real.
They're like a rush linebacker coming
Like,
off the edge.
So, like for example, let me see this tweet from earlier in the week. Josh,
This nigga spit Frozen.
Oh, I thought it was my shit that was messing up at first.
Yeah, I
was like,
thought it was mine. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking like what the hell is going on?
I'm thinking,
There it
Oh,
goes.
that nigga had him a Andre Sports Junkie moment.
bro, I
Was
like,
Ragu about
hold
to
on,
say some crazy shit?
bro, for real?
no, I want to
You know what that's for?
I
That's
want
for
to
him
see
talking
this
shit
this
about my
crazy
Celtics.
stat, bro. I'm telling you,
Raider Ragu's bandwidth is low.
it is.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Man, why you got to blast them while it's recording? It was cool when wasn't nobody here yet. Ah, damn, son. You could have put that. You could have put that in the chat.
I wasn't trying to be an asshole, bro. I was just saying, like,
It's all right.
he didn't even know he was lagging. Somebody got to tell him it's lagging. He didn't know.
We did. We said you frozen, nigga.
You think he heard?
But you had to talk about the bandwidth though, the techie tech part.
Yeah, y'all are instigating.
Yeah, I wasn't even saying nothing at first.
Well, while you look for that, we'll get to the next game. Just let us know when you got it. This now, I'm gonna let Tanner talk his spit first, and then I'm gonna say what I think he came for, and I'm gonna say what I think he came for. You found it?
All right, JC. So Jacobs, we were talking about in the last 27 games, and this was before the game Sunday, right? This was before the Dolphin game.
Okay.
26 games, 526 carries.
In the last 2 years?
But they don't want to pay him. Yeah.
That's since his career, the last 2 years.
The last 27 ball games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yet they don't want to pay this man.
You said 127 in 26 ball games?
526 carries in 27 ball games.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's about 20. That's about 20 a game.
Man. But they don't want to pay him.
How many drives is that? That's
that's
damn.
games. Like he doing it. Like that's crazy.
Over 20. That's over 20.
I would want to see a stat on how many
literally
minutes the ball was in his hands.
Right.
I would want to see that stat too.
There it is. You know, try to get every nick on dime out of you before they pay you. You know, I got to get my money's worth. I'm gonna run out of you, baby.
It'd be rookie money. It don't even be money's worth yet.
Jacobs got paid, didn't he?
He did now, but I'm saying like not the last
1 year deal.
He got franchise tag.
No, he didn't. He got paid this year.
He got a 1 year deal. He signed a 1 year deal.
Well, yeah, he
got
didn't
a
get
1 year essential.
They better pay
He did get
that.
that, but that's all. It was a 1 year deal.
He needs to get.
Well, I just thought it was better than at least getting tagged, because if you tag, you could keep getting tagged, right?
Shit, that's what we did with Bell.
I mean, they could tag him again, but you know they're not, because the tag is $14 million.
But let's go Steelers and Browns. The other AFC North matchup.
Sure.
That was
coach,
I just want to say
bites the dust in 2023 season.
I just want to say that was some very horrific quarterback play in that game, but other than that, y'all could take it from there. That was horrific. And great, and you know, the worst time is to have some horrific offensive plays when you're playing a great defense, which both teams were. So
what I will say is Tyrell. I spoke to Tyrell on the phone this week. That boy gave Stefanski some flowers for the first time. He said that.
I don't want to hear that. So tell him come and go in the chat or come on here and say, don't try to disrespect him all in public, but then I don't want to hear that spit. Tell that nigga get the entire F out of here.
Hey, this is the Browns Super Bowl band.
We've been trying to tell that man for years about his team, and now this nigga want to inquire like, oh, okay, yeah, it might be an F out of here.
Hey,
he tried to tell you about Stefanski. And at times, Stefanski is not a good coach. You can
he was trashing his team too.
No, he did not. See, you don't watch the video. He only did that one time.
Norman, hold on, Norman. One of our most classic moments on the show was not when we was firing Tyrell up because he tried to trash the Browns defense. And you literally had to call his other Browns fan, Eugene, who literally did not defend this nigga. It was like, no, you don't know.
Because he did it one time, nigga. So again,
one time.
You keep saying,
so we didn't question. So we didn't have several times we had to get on this nigga.
Everybody stop. You hear how he named one time, and now all of a sudden, it's all of a sudden.
It was way more than one time. What are you talking about?
Capping. You name the other time. I'll wait.
We didn't. So we didn't have a bunch of other times. It was a literally reoccurring theme on the show.
Time.
No.
Don't leave.
How you gonna ask a question and not let me finish?
Don't leave a whole bunch of room for possibility. Name the time. Name the example for me,
bro. We got damn near 80 shows. Of course, I can't nitpick every single time.
Nah,
you told me there was a reoccurring theme.
You told me you be paying attention. You told me you know what be going on. So tell me what episode. Tell me what time frame.
If I have time to look, yes, I can find certain points in time. We're on the show right now, so I'm going off of memory. But I can pull up what I'm saying later.
The time that you're referring to was when y'all got in an argument about him talking about the interior line of defense, and he said the run defense was trash.
So he's been a complete Browns fan the whole entire time, pulling for his team. We never had to get on him about not supporting his team or recognizing the talent on his roster. We never did that.
So hold on. So what were his words exactly when that happened? He said, I'm not going to have a whole bunch of faith in this Browns team because every time I do, which I understand, as a Raiders fan, I understand. It don't matter what roster you put out there. Sometimes you like, you know what? I'm not going to have faith.
Okay, you defended him now. You were not defending him on that back then. We were all on Tyrell neck for that. Of like, nigga, do you know what team you got? We kept saying that shit.
No, hold on. I'm not defending him. I wasn't defending that point. But I can understand how you get to that point. Did I not just get to that point this season? And I had to apologize to Tyrell. And I said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired until they fire McDaniels. I don't have any expectations.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that you and Tyrell came to terms on that. I was just going off of the stuff that I saw.
So you don't remember that moment on this show, but you remember the other multitude of times I done disagreed with you.
I mean, if it's one time versus a multitude, then yeah, nigga.
A few times I said at the top of this season, I said I have no expectations for this team as long as McDaniels is still the head ball.
That's because y'all didn't have the roster for it at that time.
What are you talking about, nigga? We have the same roster from last year, except Derek Carr is gone. What are you talking about?
And Darren Waller?
Darren Waller ain't even playing this year in New York. He didn't play last year, so we have the same roster.
Okay, but that was one of the weapons that y'all were talking about, right?
What are you talking? No, so how is he a weapon if he didn't play last year?
And then you said, and then hold on. You said same team.
Everybody tell me this. How is he a weapon if he's not on the field?
You had Jimmy G as your quarterback.
Once again, did I not just say the same team except Derek Carr?
Nigga, that's a big difference. Nigga, of course you don't got no faith in that.
Now it's the big difference.
Of course you don't got no effing faith in Jimmy G as your quarterback.
Haven't this year we've been saying how mid Derek Carr's been? Didn't just last year you would say, oh, Derek Carr might not be the guy. He's just not that. You don't remember that? You don't recall?
Yeah,
that?
He's better than Jimmy G though.
Oh my gosh.
He better than Jimmy G.
Fine. That's not my argument. My point being here is you talking about some y'all ain't got the roster for it. Nick, we got the same rosters last year.
Y'all don't have a roster as the Browns roster. So it's more so on Tyrell of like, nigga, how are you complaining with it? Like we would all kill to have a roster like you right now. We kept telling them.
So hold on, let me ask you this. You think Mike McCarthy's a good head coach?
Wait.
Answer the question. I wish you would. I wish you would.
You're not trash.
Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Wait,
he takes that team y'all had last year to the playoffs.
Man, you sick. Mike McCarthy is trash.
I was gonna say,
and that's not saying much because Matt Patricia could have took our team last year to the playoffs.
Matt Patricia.
I was gonna say too. You said that Derek Carr was better than Jimmy G. How
he's one step. Better. He's one step.
I mean, it don't take much. Dre, what I'm saying is we've all been trying to tell Tyrell how talented that roster is. and that he should have more faith than what he does and stop
what
trashing
can-
him so
what
much
can-
in so many
what can
different
mess
ways.
up? What can mess
That's what
up
we
a
were
talent-
saying. He
what can
brought up
mess
the
up a-
Raiders of how
my
he
thing
feels.
is,
I'm like,
what
nigga,
can
you
mess
don't
up a
have the
talented
roster
roster?
that the Browns have, so that's understandable.
What can mess up a talented roster?
Being the Browns.
Coaching.
Okay, then. And what has he been adamant about? He said Stefanski is a bad coach.
Damn.
Because you remember
That's-
he got up here and was caping for Denzel Ward when he had a bad season. He still was saying he one of the best corners in the league. And he
that's
was getting hurt.
that's the only positive thing he said. And he
Oh,
was wrong
no.
about that.
It's okay, JC.
He was
It's
just
okay,
on crack
JC.
when it came to
It,
that.
it, it, it should, it
I know
should-
you
it
just talked to your boy, so
No.
you're trying to
Nigga,
defend him.
what is you
But
talking about?
I'm
It's
going
just
off of the facts of
No,
what's
it's
been
just
going
funny.
on.
It's just funny. It's just real funny how he forget the days. See, you wasn't there for the Jeff Fisher days of LA Rams.
I had
You
one
don't-
season of that. I
the
had one season of
See, you don't know real pain. That's the understand. See, you don't know real pain.
Hey, true indeed. True indeed.
Like, what is he talking about? 1 year the Jeff Fisher era. What? That's so much pain. Oh, I feel so bad for you, big bro. Please,
They had some
Patriots
shit.
are dealing with pain.
nigga, you got a Super Bowl. Fucking what? 4 or 5 years later, talking about some of your feelings so hurt. Shut up. You don't know what it means.
That don't mean you can't see a good roster and say, okay, like this is a really good roster.
Oh, I
The
can't
Rams
wait
get
for
about
y'all
20
day of reckoning to come. I
20
can't wait for y'all to
Super
start.
Bowl right now. So
Nigga said
That'll-
I had one season.
that'll only advance
I had one season.
All I'm
That's
saying is
all-
Tyrell
He
has
said I
had
had
no
one
faith. He's had no
season.
faith in the last couple of years. Even this year, they was winning games. He's still talking about fire Stefanski, and they was winning. So
Fact.
that's all
Shit,
I'm saying.
I can see the
Started.
reason he
Nigga,
doesn't give the
so
Browns
the
expectations.
games that we won with McDaniels, and I was still saying fire McDaniels. I'm wrong.
No, because you actually had a couple times where you was like, I'm willing to
you
give McDaniels a little bit more of a chance because with that point in the time where y'all had a chance to low key make playoffs, it was right before y'all played us.
No.
And then when Baker
you're
Mayfield
wrong.
did what he
You're
did,
wrong.
that's when
You're
you lost
loud
faith
wrong.
again.
No, hold on,
Yeah,
no,
no
hold on.
faith.
Hold on. You're wrong. I had no faith in McDaniels at that point. You're wrong. I tried to
Yeah,
have
have-
faith in the team.
Maybe
I
the
tried
team,
to
okay.
continue that
Maybe I
faith in the
misunderstood you that game.
Yeah, you missed that fucker. He was done by week
When
6.
have you
with
heard
me.
Isaiah be nice to Josh McDaniels?
Week 6.
I-
He said week 6 you're done. Bye.
No, I tried to give at the top of the season. That's how I felt about McDaniels last year. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give him a chance, even though that things went wrong in Denver, but I was stupid too. Fucking clown. He's a clown. He stole money from the Las Vegas Raiders and their fans.
Damn, bro, you need to sit on the couch or something. Y'all still ain't over that?
No, I'm not over.
That's been 3 weeks ago.
I don't care. I don't care.
The
Don't
reason
care.
Actually, he's still getting paid. to
that
do this.
era is over, brother. You can breathe now.
because
see,
we like, bro, it's not like we already have. It's not like we one of those teams like where we constantly get a good head coach or we have an owner who's good at hiring people. No, we done been through this 20 different times. I'm tired. That's firstly, and then secondly, the more and more that comes out about his malpractice as head coach, about him not even asking players what they feel comfortable in, not being respectful to players and other head coaches and things of that nature, and not being on the same page with his GM and making idiotic choices on personnel. The more and more that comes out each and every week, the more I get pissed off.
I ain't gonna lie. I've had a few weeks to allow it to like let it really simmer in. And I think like a couple of days ago, maybe even last night, I was thinking about how trash that was of that Patriots comment he made.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I think I didn't really grasp how garbage that was at the time. Like of how, you know what I'm saying, how trash of a person you gotta be in a whole nother locker room of who's paying you $40 million and you sitting there like getting at some like I don't know, somebody's trying to motivate your team and you over here on some ego personal spit and your mind is and heart is with a whole nother team.
My
Like
mind is I took that motivational speech about being an underdog,
and you
about
took
nobody
one little
believing
part
in
of
us,
that and got in your feelings.
as disrespect
defend
to
another- a
team
whole
that I
nother
used to
team.
coach for. Man,
I
if,
fired call. I fired for
Bro.
straight call with saying that.
I'm sorry, bro. That's exactly why. I'm sorry. That's exactly why I've never been able to play pro sports. That's why I'm
But-
not in certain places, bro. Because it's just like, bro, I'd have punched you square in your shit right then and there.
I'm surprised. I literally was thinking that, bro. That's the crazy part. I was thinking the person he was saying that to. I'm surprised they didn't take off, but that professionally, you can't do that though, because that would have made him look like the victim. But
exactly,
I mean,
professionally, you can't do that. But it's just like, bro, like Josh McDaniels is somebody who needs his ass whooped. He's somebody who needs his ass whooped one good time. He one of them. He one of them ones who been through prep school, who been through private school, and ain't never been smacked in his mouth for the shit that he do and say, and he thinks is acceptable. You a clown. You a coward. He's a coward. That's what he is, a coward.
And I've never heard Isaiah call anybody that on the show, so that says a lot.
I'm standing on that. I may have came up here and talked a whole lot of crap about a whole bunch of athletes and coaches and not really meant it. But him, I mean that, boy. You a coward and a bitch, boy. And I promise, boy, you don't never need to coach in the NFL ever again, boy. On my mama, boy. And I mean that, boy. Like, it pisses me off, boy. It really does. But you sat up there, wasted my time, wasted Ragu's time, wasted millions of Raider fans' time, wasted Mark Davis' time, wasted Antonio Pierce time,
Devontae Adams' time,
Derek Carr gone because of you, my boy. My boy, I'm not even like I told you. I done came on this show and said, you know what? It's time for Derek to get a change of scenery. But the way you handled it, the way that you handled it, Josh McDaniels,
even the Darren Waller spit,
hold on, no, let me get my ether off right now. The way you handled it, my boy, was cowardice, and then the same thing you did with Darren Waller was even worse, boy. That man wanted a private wedding, and what you went up there and did at the combine, sitting up there telling them folks about his wedding, had all them people taking photographs and everything, and he didn't even get the opportunity to announce his wedding day like he wanted to, that him and his wife wanted to. You a clown, boy. You a clown. You need to be talking to Kelsey Plum about how to win some games, since she actually knows how to win, and you don't, you fucking clown. Talking about somebody supposed to feel bad for you, and you finna get paid $40 million to sit on your couch.
Yeah, that hurt.
You worried about the Patriots way and all this, and you in the Raiders rock.
Hey, I know this Ragu don't mind him talking about that money.
He's over 3,000 miles away from England, but you worried about the Patriots.
He didn't say a word on that.
You over 3,000 miles away, but you worried about the fucking Patriots.
All that coach money is guaranteed, man.
But Josh couldn't get his money after y'all denied his 5th-year option. And he let y'all said, well,
denied his option and said, go ball. And then
we
he
need
balled.
to see something more. You said, go ball out. He led the league in rushing, was top 3 in rushing touchdowns, had the most carries last year.
And then you want to get 500 times in 20-something games.
And you gonna sit here and tell me, oh, well, the season, well, we ain't got the money for you. You a bitch. You a coward. You a clown. You're a liar. You're a liar. Now I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done.
But I just wanted to also throw in too, did he forget to mention in that locker room when he was mentioning the Patriots, Tom Brady carried him for all of his rings?
Oh, yeah.
That's why he got defensive. Don't you dare talk about the team that carried me all them years.
He's a clown.
That's just what's annoying. We'll get. I know we got to move on, but real quick, it's just I like what you said. Why are you in a Raiders locker room miles away from New England and you're sitting there talking? That's just not the place. Bro,
you're a Patriots fan saying this. You can't even comprehend why he's sitting up there defending the Patriots and you the head coach for a ball club that's 3,000 miles away.
Did you see Tom Brady leave and talk spit about New England or anything? No. And if he did it with Bill Belichick directly. It didn't need to be public. So Josh McDaniels is in the wrong, and he needs to stay on the couch. I agree with you.
He's a fucking clown. I'm done with this clown. This is a new day in Raider Nation. The season was a success.
Can't wait to watch this back.
I don't care if we lose the rest of our games. The season is a success because that clown's been fired.
Yeah, amen.
Can't wait to watch this back.
You don't want to pay Josh and then you proceed to give it to him 20 times a game for 2 straight years. Pieces of shit. But anyway, everything that fucking Isaiah said, I second that. And it's a new era. This is the same guy. Look, this is how you know he can't coach. The effort that these guys give. I don't know if y'all watch Raider games or not.
No,
But the
I looked at that as like, remember what Isaiah was saying to piggyback when he was saying like how important it is whether you have or lose your locker room. That's the difference I see with the Raiders now. You could tell now that I've seen him gone, I can see how he lost that locker room and how they just didn't have no respect for him.
And that's what I'm telling you. The more and more that comes out, that's what I was saying. Like, but you see how easy it was for him to lose the locker room. That's why I was saying that Giant, what was it? The Giants game that they won with
the Giants game with the champagne and cigar.
Yeah. That's why I said that had nothing to do with the actual win. That all had to do as a celebratory party that Josh McDaniels is finally out the building. That's all it was. I think they would have still had that party had they lost. That they were so happy.
And after round, y'all probably the way that they was feeling, they probably after round would have beat anybody that was in front of them that week.
Bro, I think that week, that first
it just
week,
happened to be
if they would have played the Chiefs, if we would have played the Dolphins or the Chiefs that week, we could have won. There's no way we was. It was just like the 49ers game. Them coming off the bye, off of 3 straight losses, they was gonna beat whoever was in front of them, and it happened to be the Jaguars who was getting their wig beat in.
All right, so let's go Steelers and Browns. But I want to hear from Tanner first because I want to hear if I was correct with my internal feelings.
I gotta take my damn shirt off, nigga. Hot in
I just turned my heater off.
He got me sweating in this bit, man.
I can't wait to watch this back.
Not bad, Tanner. Go ahead, big dog. I know this your squad. Talk to us, man. We already know why you here. So go ahead, get your shit off.
I enjoy hearing you rant about the Raiders.
I know it's one guy that you ready to get your ether off on. Go ahead.
Exactly. That's what I'm waiting on.
Shit, that guy gone. First time we fired a coach in season since 1941.
Wow.
See, hold on. But my bad.
But y'all been begging for it. It seemed like 41
I'm sorry
years.
To interrupt, Tanner, but do you understand how, like, bro, you understand how blessed you are with a franchise that has that type of stability? That man said they haven't fired a coach mid-season.
Haven't they had 3 coaches in like 20-some years? Like,
wait a minute. Isaiah
something like that?
What?
Yeah. Josh McDaniels got me heated, man. I had to come up out the shirt, man. I had to cut the fan on. He got me heated.
We ain't seen the shirt come off in a long time, huh?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit! What?
We ain't seen that in a long time. I can't remember the last episode.
I didn't even know you got a tattoo.
Oh shit! He came out the shirt on y'all ass. Hey, he's gone, bro. He's gone.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I had to say I got to calm back now because I'm getting back to that days where them Raider days when he was still there.
But Tanner, haven't in the last like 20-some or 30 years, haven't you only had like what 2-3 coaches or something crazy like that?
Yeah.
So it's
that's
crazy.
The Steelers, yeah.
Tanner, how old are you?
23.
23. So I'll be 26.
That nigga done seen. What you seen? 2 of them?
2
of them, right?
He's seen 2 head coaches. He's seen 2 head coaches, right? So I'll be 26 this Friday, right? I'll be 26. So let's
happy early birthday, brother, because we're gonna see you on the podcast before then.
Happy birthday, brother.
Good night, brother.
Love
you.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday. I'll be sending you a Patriots uniform.
Don't you dare. So okay, so I've seen 1, 2.
Hey, if he does
3,
that, we gotta get on the
4.
stream and you gotta burn that bitch.
Man, for real, on everything. Send him a Celtics jersey too.
8, 9,
get him a Celtics.
10, 11, 12, 13. I've seen 14 head coaches in my lifetime.
God damn.
Wait, dating back, when did it start?
Dating back to 1998, when John Gruden.
I can't name 14 coaches right now.
The first Raiders team I remember is like 2001. So that
That
so
nigga said 14
fan.
head coaches.
Yeah.
No wonder you the poorest owner in the league. You paying all them coaches.
Oh, best believe Al fired some of them.
Ah, damn.
Al didn't pay some of them. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Like he didn't pay Lane Kiffin.
Oh no, Al ain't pay Lane Kiffin. No, Al wasn't going for that.
You could ask Lane to this day. Lane, did he pay you? Exactly.
But that just shows you like how far different ends of the spectrum, like some of us are on this podcast. Like Andre's only seen what, one head coach your entire life?
Literally.
Nigga,
Damn, Belichick.
I done seen more head coaches than Norman.
I said, hold on. Hey, he should get his money back from fucking McDaniel, man.
He really should.
Yeah,
he should.
He did not do his job. He should get.
So JC, how many coaches have you seen? Two. Norman, how many coaches have you seen?
And hold on, Isaiah, and one of them was for half a season.
Jeff Fisher.
Norman, how many coaches have you seen? I know it's been what, Shanahan and Harbaugh, right?
I've seen 7.
7. So 7 plus
7,
2.
but that's like what, like 30 years worth, right?
That's
Like since 95.
But that's what I'm saying, my nigga. I've seen more
okay,
head coaches. I've seen more head coaches in my lifetime than all of y'all combined besides Ragu. Yes, you do.
Ragu and you got the same team. That's why.
That's
Yeah,
the
so
only
his history go back further than you.
because Ragu goes back further than I do. You know what I'm saying? But between the young the youngins on the show, I done seen more head coaches than all of us combined.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
JC, you're hilarious.
A 7 plus 2 plus 2 equals 11 plus 1 is 12. I done seen 14. 14.
Damn. Like I said, I don't even know if I can name 14 coaches right now.
Shit, you hope the Raiders keep Antonio Pierce?
Right now, so far,
Hold on, we can get to that on the
We'll
Raider
get into that.
game.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
We gotta let you get your
Tanner
swing.
almost sucked me in. I'll pause, but we'll get into that.
So, this is Mark Davis's 7th head coach himself. So go ahead.
Damn.
Including interim.
Tanner, we waiting on you, brother.
I don't know. I'm just.
Let me ask you
happy
this:
that-
How long have y'all, as a collective, to your understanding, been asking for this man to be gone? Because I
Last
know
year.
how long I've been seeing it, but I want to know.
It's been
Still
like last year.
Last year is when it like got like intense,
Yeah, to the peak.
top
it,
tier
like,
intensified,
Yeah.
and it's been screaming every week this season.
And what is the issue? What is the issue with him? Play calling or
Definitely play calling.
Play
For sure,
calling is
play calling.
god awful. God awful.
But to be fair,
It
what
is Kenny
quarterback
Pickett.
did he have to play?
Kenny Pickett.
Shit,
I don't know
Pickett
if you saw
hasn't.
my reel. I
There
said
was
the
definitely
same
some
thing.
games I seen from the Steelers. I was like, that ain't got spit to do with Canada. That nigga just ain't it.
Yeah,
Like-
Pickett really upset me this year. I'm not gonna lie. He really let me down because I thought he was gonna be, our next franchise guy, but I just don't see that now. I don't see that now.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why you thought that.
I know, right? I've seen that the first year.
I
he
thought
was
I
decent,
saw
he
it
was
last
decent.
summer. I thought I saw that last summer to where I was done after his last season. But Steelers fans fooled me so much because y'all believed in him so much. I was like, maybe they saw something I didn't. They watch Steeler games more than I do. So I was like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe they saw some flashes that I missed. And this season happened, and I was like puzzled. Like, I don't know what they saw.
I mean, he really hasn't been it this year, but I mean, I'm gonna
He
give him
wasn't in
another
last
chance.
year either.
He was decent last year for being like what he was.
He was trash last year.
Was that preseason? They seen that preseason. That's all.
It has to be preseason then. Yeah, it has to be preseason split, which we should all know by now as football fans to never be deceived by, good or bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, I think Ragu was one that told us he done seen some guys in the preseason for the Raiders where he thought like, oh yeah, like we got us one. And then the season starting to be like, nigga, you shouldn't even be in the league.
It's like everybody with Aiden O'Connell this preseason. Oh man, you know. But I'm not saying that he's not good yet. But you know, right now, it's about as stock as a 15-inch whip.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett really let me down this year. I thought he was gonna be way better.
I'm sorry, Tanner. I had no reason to think he was going to be better than this either. In fact, he's the one young guy that I think everybody
didn't give 3 years. Pickett don't get the 3-year plan.
Hey, I don't even want to give Pickett the 3-year benefit of the doubt plan, man. So I don't know, bro.
And the Steelers, I can say, I feel like y'all are a quarterback away. That's the crazy.
He come from Pitt, right there, right to school and all that, hometown guy. So the story.
And he's the reason. He's the reason you guys didn't go after Deshaun, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh,
I
over
remember the off season of the Jalen Hurts draft. Minka Fitzpatrick wanted us to draft Jalen Hurts.
Oh, man.
That would
honestly. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, they did. I didn't go after Deshaun, and I think Atlanta didn't go after Deshaun because they wanted to pretend like Ritter was it.
Shit. I mean, I'll see what Pickett's about with this new offensive coordinator, but I ain't seeing nothing.
Hey, so the scouting department and whoever signed off on that, the GM, all of my bro. I mean, let's start being real about this, man. Some of these cats need to get ran, bro. So they said Steelers said we're not gonna get Jalen Hurts. We gonna go with Kenny Pickett.
Oof. Yeah, that's bad.
But and like I made, and as I was saying earlier too in the reels, like, and like you guys have been saying also, like, obviously part of the problem is Kenny Pickett, but that other issue, bro, Matt Canada's got to go. Tanner, I have seen on Insta. My bad, Reg, hold that. Tanner, I have seen Steeler fans, the way they have treated Canada, bro. If I was Canada, I would have been like, "Hey, bro, it's time to go."
I feel like he's not even allowed in Pittsburgh no more.
Like, we really forced him to
like,
go.
He can't even just go
sideline.
to the bar casually and have a drink. Like,
he's persona.
Oh yeah, especially not in Pittsburgh. He's gonna get his ass whooped. He goes to a bar in Pittsburgh. He's getting his ass whooped.
It's gonna be crazy. New coordinator.
Tanner, what now though? What now?
Like, what is new quarterback?
They need a quarterback. That's what, man.
I agree with that, but like, I'm down to give Kenny a chance till the end of the season, see what's up. But that's all he's. That's all he's getting is till the end of the season.
Y'all hire somebody already?
We just put someone in, like our QB coach.
Okay.
Same thing we did.
He gonna be like, nah, this ain't my fault. I didn't.
He better revamp that whole. He better throw Canada playbook in the trash.
Yeah, he better throw that shit right in the shredder.
He better not come in with none of that shit.
Yeah, keep that shit away with the 60.
What's crazy?
Pole.
I wanted to tell you real quick. What's crazy? You know it's bad when you got hockey fans before the game starting yelling out "Fire Matt Canada." I was like,
"Oh yeah,
damn."
at the Penguins game."
I'll take it a step further. You know it's bad when usually the head coach's head is on a swivel. Everybody wants to fire the coach. Niggas skipped right past Tomlin and went to the coordinator and been screaming for him to get fired.
Because everybody knows Tomlin ain't the problem. Tomlin ain't never been the problem.
And Tomlin's like probably.
No, it's just crazy that fans are actually cipher that, like, because usually it don't be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Usually the coach always gets the blame first.
Yeah.
Safe to say, in a way, this firing was just like Josh McDaniels firing for both fan bases.
Yeah,
it was like a huge.
I would say so.
Hey,
there's just like a huge weight off our shoulders. Like, thank God.
It might be a little worse for the Raiders because they feel like they actually had Super Bowl aspirations last year, but.
I would train, say my prayers, and eat my vitamins if Mike Tomlin could come coach the Raiders.
All I gotta say is, and JC, we definitely did. I don't give a fuck what you hollering about. We had the leading rusher and the leading touchdown catcher and missed the playoffs. Only team in history, in NFL history, to do that.
That nigga Isaiah heard Raiders and got summoned. Y'all seen that spit?
Came out of nowhere like a RKO.
I forgot that nigga wasn't even on the screen.
Because Ragu, you heard the way he kind of shadily said because they thought they had Super Bowl aspirations. Nigga, bro, we did.
Bro, I knew he was gonna catch that.
We did on this show. We did. You heard. Everybody heard.
So that's why I say I think Raiders fans probably feel worse than Steelers fans because it's like y'all was still a quarterback away with or without Canada. So
yeah.
But they would have won. They would have still won. I think they could have won a couple more games, even with Pickett being quarterback, because Canada was that bad of a coordinator.
Yeah, Canada has called some god awful plays.
Like I'm not sitting up here caping for Pickett or anything. Like I don't think he's the guy.
I don't think he is.
I think he's a bottom level starter, more likely backup quarterback.
Yeah.
But Canada does not put him in good situations to succeed. He does not play to his strengths, which makes no sense. That's not going to help the team. That's not going to help the quarterback. All it does is make both you and the quarterback look trash.
Right.
Shit made Najee look bad.
So Pickett was getting all the first
Tyrell would beg to differ with you on that.
training camp and everything, right? He's getting all the first team reps out, all that. So it's just it's probably time to move on from Pickett.
All right, so I got a question before we move to the next game.
Pickett to the end of the season.
So now we see there was another thing that was announced that was kind of devastating to a franchise. Deshaun Watson is also going to be out for the season. He seems like he's been dealing with a bunch of injuries this year thus far. And
what do we say about that shoulder injury when he was sitting out? It was hurt more than we thought.
It
really was, and this completely shows it. It was hurt more than we thought.
Do y'all think it was maybe the team or the medical doctors that was on some like, nigga, we gave you all this money, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna clear you
playing,
and then it makes you think
because Sunday, right? The movie.
You said what?
Has everybody seen that movie?
Which one?
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx.
Definitely.
Seen what movie?
Any Given Sunday.
Oh yeah.
So you remember the team doctor was gonna clear Lawrence Taylor. He was gonna clear Jamie. They working with the team, bro. Yeah. The James Woods character, they scandalous.
They had to know that I was gonna make him look bad with it basically looking like, oh well, I'm choosing not to play.
Yeah, that made him look
especially horrible. When there's already been all these chirps about his most guaranteed contract. That's that always comes up anyway. They had to have known that was gonna make him look effed up by doing that, and then come to find out this nigga really been hurt.
But yeah, that's what we was trying to say though a couple weeks ago when we told you he's like, bro, he might not be feeling good enough to play, and the team saying, well, you're clear.
I just had never seen that. Like I had never seen a quarterback of that caliber just straight up say I'm medically clear, but I'm like that's something I ain't seen since like Kawhi on the Spurs. Like,
but
that's the last situation I could think of.
Why? Because why, JC?
He was still hurting. He knows.
Nigga, you know the answer why? Because why? The contract wasn't fully guaranteed.
The only person who knows their body is the player. Like we don't know their body. If they're hurting, they get hurt back.
He wanted to.
And I think we're so used to, because of what Isaiah just said, we are so used to players playing through injury, especially in football, because their contracts aren't guaranteed. So, you know what I mean? They don't even want to leave that wiggle room or breathing room for it to even be a talk about them not getting everything. So,
and they be having a game incentive, like game started incentive.
Yep, they do. No, they absolutely do. They absolutely do.
It's
but
it's real.
I do need Canada to come back though, because ever since Warren been the backup, he's been giving me 20 points. So I need him to keep that going, because now Harris, he ain't been playing good. So that's good. So hopefully his new coordinator don't mess it up,
They really are splitting carries though, Najee and Warren.
Yeah, Warren just been more efficient.
Najee don't need to change.
That's because niggas don't. when you got a certain running back that they prepare for, and then you got some other backup with a whole different style, it throws the defense off. So that could be why
Yeah,
he's getting off
because
too.
Warren's more of a downhill runner. And like Najee's more of a power back.
But quick question for y'all, man. So the news of Deshaun. Deshaun is officially out for the season. Devastating to him because even if they still make playoffs, clearly they're probably not gonna, have the full run that they potentially could have with him. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left. Y'all seen the performance of this rookie that they tried to throw out there. How many games do the Browns? Well, my first question is a 2-part question. Do the Browns still make the playoffs? And even if they do, how many games left do y'all see the Browns winning out of the 7?
I'd have to look at their schedule.
If y'all need the teams, you got the Broncos, the Rams, the Jags, Bears, Texans, Jets, Bengals.
Broncos are hot right now. So
I see about 5 of them being W's.
They could win 4 to 5 of those, but they could also lose 4 to 5 of those.
Yeah, it could go like either way.
And I feel like they might lose to Denver.
I see some pretty good defenses right here.
Yeah,
Denver's been rolling
Denver,
recently.
Denver's been hot recently. They got the longest streak in the NFL right now.
If you just named with the Deshaun out.
And
I
really
don't see
quick,
them. Not with the Rook at quarterback. I don't see them beating the Jags. Who else did you say was on there?
The Jags, the Rams, the Texans,
they might get the Rams.
and the Jets and the Bengals.
The Rams, Jets, and Bengals seem more
I feel
likely.
like they'll get the Rams.
I could see them losing to the Rams.
I could see them lose. That's what I'm saying. I could see with Deshaun, this would have been a different story. I would have been saying, "Oh yeah, they win like 5 of those games, like pretty much."
Yeah,
easy.
it'd be easy.
DTR, I'm not entirely sure. He played really good this past Sunday. Managed the game well. Made throws when he needed to. Used his legs.
Yeah, he played good for a rookie stepping in.
He played a sound football game. So if he can
outplayed Kenny Pickett. Outplayed Kenny Pickett.
We'll see.
It all depends on the defense. Defense don't show up, they ain't winning nothing. That defense show up and get
Well, we know the defense gonna show up, but it's a matter of how much they on the field too, because they might F around get tired if the nigga ain't making no plays.
Yeah, I feel like the best game they got is the Bengals, backup versus backup. Whoever wants it more.
Yeah, that Bengals quarterback didn't look too good either.
DTR looked like he had a brain at least to like make throws.
So we just spent like an hour on the Raiders already. So we're gonna try to keep this short and sweet.
No, we're gonna spend another hour.
But we got the Raiders and the Dolphins.
I'll let Ragu go first since I already done.
This the quarterback y'all gave the game ball to? That's what I say.
Nah, they had this game. Defense played amazing.
I mean,
they defense been playing good all year though. I've been saying that.
It was just that Jacob couldn't get going, so they had to pass the ball more. If Jacob would have got going, that line would have, gave him some holes.
They probably could have snuck it up.
So hold on, man.
Yeah, Colton
and Ragu, I think we were the only ones that took the clip on this game that they wasn't going, that Miami wouldn't get the spread. So Raiders
what was
covered.
The spread again?
You said what?
And what was the spread again?
I think it was like 8.
Damn.
Yeah.
All
right, so. Oh, hold on.
I'll take your time, Ragu. I'm gonna let you go.
Nah, first. Short and sweet, Ragu.
I'll say
you've got a whole list right
like, okay, so from the little parts that
all right, so yeah, go ahead. What you were saying, Isaiah?
I was gonna say for the little parts that I did listen to and see on the road, O'Connell definitely made some mistakes. Like they were rookie mistakes, like especially on that throw to Trey Tucker where Jalen Ramsey picked it off. That ball was late. Like you threw it by the time he had sat down. Like that ball needs to be thrown far before then. So it was like you could tell he was.
But he played two of
college-
the. That's a tough task, but yeah, two of the toughest DBs in the league.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but it was like more so like you could tell like he was making throws like he was still in college rather than playing in the NFL.
Mhm.
That's like they weren't bad decisions, but you were making them late. Like they need to be a bit.
I
earlier.
heard Julian Edelman talking about that yesterday in a clip where he was saying how it's different. Like certain throws you can get away with in college, you can't get away with in the league. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, everybody on that in the NFL was the number one DB at their school, so it's much different compared to okay, now I'm getting the number 3 DB at somebody's school and I can make the throw a little bit late because he plays flat footed. That shit ain't gonna work in the NFL, especially against Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard. Josh Jacobs didn't get going, but they kept the game close, and that's at least what I want to see them be competitive.
The effort and y'all competing. Yeah, I'm sure y'all was at least satisfied with that.
Like,
I'm sure
some people are online pissed and everything, and I get like I heard there was a situation with a field goal situation late in the game where he could have possibly kicked the field goal or something of that nature. I'll have to try to find hopefully like all 22 of the game or something.
I'm about to talk about that right now.
But yeah, so I can't speak too much on the game because I didn't really see it because I was on the road. But from the final score, I wasn't mad. I mean, it just seemed like Miami might have been the better team at the time, and the Raiders got a good head coach right now.
Isaiah, did you see that I said y'all were losing 4 of the next 5?
You're still a hater, bitch.
So the Raiders was catching Miami coming off the bye at home, and we traveling there to play a 10 o'clock in the morning game. First of all, what I saw with O'Connell was Chubb and the kid number 15 that comes off the left side, Chubb coming off the right side, combined with the 2 corners, and Dick Fangio had a hell of a game plan for the rookie, brought a lot of pressure at him, did stuff that they hadn't been doing to other teams, so it was no film of this. So they caught the Raiders kind of unprepared, and when you were the guy taking third string reps in training camp, and then all of a sudden you start in the middle of the season 2 games ago, you don't have a tremendous playbook. You don't have a tremendous grasp of all of the plays in the playbook. You understand what I'm saying? So there was only so much Bo can call for this kid in the game. And when they were stifling Josh, like Norman said, it became kind of a shit. We wasn't gonna be able to move the ball with Ramsey and them out there, and this kid limited on the playbook, and them stopping Jalen. I mean Josh Jacobs. So, but what I will say is the Raiders' defense, though. Well, let's talk about that, though. So, these dudes, they put up 70 on the Broncos, right?
They put up 35 plus on the Chargers.
We had 3 turnovers, right? We stopped them in the red zone twice. We held these guys to 20 points coming off the bye week. I believe after losing going into the bye. So it was like a must win for them. We held these dudes to 20 points with our rookie quarterback. So now let me touch on this though. And y'all can go back and watch this. I think with 7 minutes left, down 13 to
20. No.
13 to 20.
Yeah.
We could have kicked a field goal and made it 16-20. We got the ball back. And then we end up going for it on 4th again when we was down in field goal range. It could have been 19-20. Man, we ended up getting the ball back, bro, with a minute left. We could have been down 20-19 with 1 minute left. And if you go back and watch the game, we made it to field goal range, bro. We could have beat these dudes. We just got a little too aggressive because we weren't getting first downs. And Coach Pierce was like, fuck it, go for it. But had he kicked them 2 field goals, bro, we would have fucking beat Miami.
Yeah, that's a rookie coach mistake.
Yeah, that's all right. That's gonna
Well,
happen.
they were saying he forgot the golden rule. On the road, you take the field goals. At home, you go for it.
Hey, and you know, that's all right. We know we could have beat them, and Miami know. They was in their locker room celebrating and shit. Miami know. They know. But I do want to say, I think Tyrell was on here saying about Tyreek being the best receiver in the league. I mean, goddamn, bro. The dude is he puts so I'm putting him up there with Myles Garrett as far as very best players in the league this season, bro. He puts the fear of God in your DBs, bro. Do you guys see that shit? They be backing up so fucking far against this dude. And then it opens up shit for all the other guys, man. And it opens up the run game too. It's ridiculous. This guy is ridiculous.
Just so
that's why the Chiefs was doing what the F they was doing when he was there. It made it that much worse.
Yeah, and just think Mahomes ended up winning the Super Bowl without that dude. Wow.
So imagine if he was on that team, like it wouldn't.
Who was gonna guard him?
The Raiders went toe-to-toe with the Dolphins, man, on defense. Shout out to a couple guys. The dude, Polamalu, number 20.
Yeah, he played good.
What's his name? Number 1, Epps went out with a neck injury. This guy played most of the game, man, and had a pick. Knocked the shit out somebody, and just generally played well. Also, my teamers, my special teamers, man, AJ Cole and Daniel Carlson, man, y'all continue to show up every fucking week for that third aspect of the football game, man. And I absolutely love you guys, and I absolutely Max all the time. And shout out to my man Coons. I see you, Coons. And Tyreek coming along as well. So, you know, on to Kansas City.
Any more thoughts on the game?
McDaniel's finally gone. Fuck him.
Hey, that game wouldn't have been close if McDaniels was there.
Man,
we'd have got blew out. Hell yeah.
It's just crazy, Ragu. I noticed, so since the last 3 games of McDaniels, we allowed I believe it was 76 or 78 points. In the 3 games that we've had Pierce as head coach, it's only been about 38 points. Yeah. Granted, we played the Jets and the Giants. But you have to remember, we gave up 30 to the Bears. Giants gave up 30 to the Bears.
Giants just beat the Commanders yesterday. Shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, we gave up 30 to the Bears, bro.
Right.
Totally different team.
And that wasn't even Fields in them. That was what was his name?
Bagent. That was Bagent, bro.
Division 2 quarterback.
And y'all have heard me go in on Justin Fields on this show, but I know for a fact he better than Bagent.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Speaking of the Bears, we got the Bears in Detroit. That was an interesting game, to say the least.
It honestly was. I'm not gonna lie.
They stumbled that.
The Bears snatched.
I don't know how
from the jaws of victory.
First of all, you shouldn't have been up like that in the first place. But the fact that that's hard for any team to do, to drop the ball like that. What was it? 13 points in 4 minutes or something like that?
Yep.
And they had the ball. Like, yeah, I mean,
the Bears do.
That's textbook definition of what not to do. The
Bears did what they do, how to do, lose a game. They're going for that number 1 seed.
You think that's what it is? What it was, Norman? They trying to get another one?
They need some players or something. They're like, fuck it. Season over.
You need to get a winning culture. At what point do you stop tanking and say, let's get...
That boy Fields ain't built like that. I've been telling you.
What you mean? Fields wasn't bad that game?
I don't give a fuck if he was. He's still responsible.
Like, I don't know.
If anything, it was Jared Goof. That was
Hey,
the reason
hold
they was
up.
down like that in the first place.
Yeah, that's
Jared
what I
Goff.
wanted. I wanted to tell you guys like that between Chicago and Detroit, the turnover battle was terrible. Detroit won that shit 4-1.
But was this just like a thing of like division games is always competitive, no matter who it
Yeah,
is, no matter how
Yeah.
good the other one is?
Of course.
because the Lions are a good team. Like they are a good team. So I felt like this was like a
I mean, I think
Like,
that's
what's
an
the word I'm looking-
understatement. They said the Lions are 8-2 for the first time since what was it, 1960?
Nigga, what?
Yeah. They said black people couldn't walk into restaurants the last time they were 8-2.
Hey, hey, Isaiah, you think life's hard being a Raiders fan? Try being a Lions fan.
Woo! That's probably one of the only them
He
or the
said
Bears. The
they
only thing that's
won.
probably worse.
That's crazy. 8-2 the first time. Like even with Stafford, I could sworn he had.
They had
No, that stat patent bum. No, in Detroit,
They
he couldn't
had
do
some
nothing.
good enough like to get in a wild card type split, but 8-2 at this point in the season, they haven't done that since 1960. My parents wasn't even born yet.
I was gonna say I don't ever remember the Lions being 8-2 ever. So that would ring true. That's before I was born.
Dan Campbell need coach of the
My dad
century is
was
what I'm
just
hearing.
born. My dad had just been born. My dad was like probably like 8-9 months when they was 8-1.
Whew.
damn.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how Detroit was just under the radar, just seemingly bad to where nobody even thought about the fact that they've never been good.
I mean, we
But
know
they
that-
did make
it
two
was
Hall
just-
of Famers retire prematurely. That should have been a sign.
It's
Make
just
sure-
more so like we realize they've never been good. It's just more so like I mean, we never expect them to ever be good again. Like
yes, I mean, we expect them to make playoffs here and there, wild cards, but like what is 8-2 regular?
Like dominate, like best record in the league. Well, second best record in the league.
And what's crazy about that is that this season they're connecting on all cylinders. And they have some areas that they need to obviously work on.
They got some
but
players,
as
too.
of right now,
Yeah, they do.
as of right now, they got good players. They're doing, and they're winning football games. And there's nothing better than winning a football game each and every week.
Yeah, they got some
And
guys.
they're doing this, and Jameson hasn't even woke up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine if he takes some type of stride or step. They're gonna be
And
unguardable.
you know what? This is Dan Campbell pretty much saying the Lions have been through enough. Like
Yeah.
at some point, enough is enough. Like, come on.
We
Yep.
knew last season Dan Campbell was like that man whenever he actually led them to wins.
What I'm tripping off of is when Jared Goff was traded to Detroit, it was kind of just supposed to be like a casualty type throw-in type thing of like, look, just go over here and just kind of ride out until either you out the league or until we find another team to ship you to. It wasn't supposed to be a thing of like cornerstone quarterback for the future. And
We got players.
And here we are a few years later, and they probably about to pay this nigga again. Like they probably feel like they got their guy. It's crazy. It's just crazy how stuff works sometimes in the league.
So you had golf fucked up, in other
And you know
words.
what's
That's what
crazy?
yes, he
that's
had
what
golf. I told him he had golf.
I'm not gonna say that. I would say it was. I would say it's a win.
said that without saying that.
I would say it's a win.
Right?
It was a win-win situation.
Yeah,
That's what I was
now
saying.
it's a win-win situation.
Well, we can't say that
Just-
was
just-
a
just like-
loss
just
for
like
the
the,
Rams, though, 'cause
uh,
Stafford was better.
You just said that without saying that, JC.
Just like when the Lakers traded Pau Gasol for the Mark thing, that helped us immediately. It helped Memphis later on with competing. I think it's kind of like that type.
Ragu, we know the truth. We know the truth.
He always trying to soften me up with Lakers
Look,
shit.
man, I was giving an analogy. Like
Use some another team.
nobody could ever say the Rams lost that trade in any way, shape, or form. But I would also say Detroit made out better with that situation than we thought they would. We thought they were gonna have to draft. a
Who is
quarterback.
we?
That's what I'm
Define
saying.
we in this statement.
I I would say most football fans. Like nobody saw Jared Goff. Like everybody was talking about how overpaid he was at the time. At that time, he was a top 5 paid quarterback in the league, and nobody was like it seemed ridiculous at the time. Now I think he's like top 20.
I felt like it was a good move going over there.
But at the end of the day, the Rams still won that trade because y'all got the Super Bowl at the end. But
I would say it's a win-win.
But I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see this for Goff either. Not this.
Point being is that they're just, Dan Campbell, like we've said, week in and week out on this show. He has these guys ready to run through a wall for him, plain and simple.
So now, JC, question about Goff.
Mm-hmm.
So is he like that now that he got another team at this juncture in the season with this type of record, leading the division like he had y'all? I would say y'all was probably like 8-2 or something at this time. Is he like that, or what is your narrative about him having another team in this position right now?
So, contrary to belief, I do not feel like Goff was trashed the entire time he was on the Rams. That's first. I feel like you put the right team around him. Yes, he can put up a campaign to where your team is looking like this, where you 8-2 and possibly going. You could go to the Super Bowl if the team is good enough because he did that.
I forgot to mention this last episode, but what 2 quarterbacks in the league do you not want to get in the shootout with?
Jared Goff.
I would say Mahomes and Herbert.
I would say that
Goff took both of them down in the shootout, so I don't even want to hear it. I told you, Goff, that boy. Took out both of them in the shootout.
Hey, I'm saying they had Goff fucked up. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying you had to.
Can you say that? Yeah, he went to a Super Bowl with the Rams, but then, like I said, after that, he wasn't getting us over the hump that we needed to. So we made the change. Now he has a team in Detroit and he's winning games. Now we have to see what he does in the playoffs.
All it was is Goff needed to change the scenery.
Like we've seen Goff ball in the regular season. He had like a top 5 MVP campaign. What was that? 2018 or 19?
Yeah. So
one of them seasons where he threw for like 4,500.
Put some respect on his name.
That's
then,
what
right?
we're saying. But you act like
you had journeyman. I felt you had journeyman energy on him, and this guy's a number 2 overall pick. Only been on his second team. Fucking doing his thing. 8-2.
All I gotta say is
the last time,
like I'm coming, Jalen.
The last time he was in a Rams uniform for them last couple years, it wasn't
Purdy.
Wasn't
one
the
of you
ideal
motherfuckers.
So he got traded at the time. Him and McVay wasn't on the same page no more. I'll just say that to be nice.
Right.
What we're saying is the whole thing about it is I feel like Goff was just a teeny bit scapegoated out there in LA as far as they act like there weren't other factors at play, including Gurley with the knee situation.
Great point.
There needed to be trades to be made. Y'all's defense wasn't as good as it was that Super Bowl year. For some reason, that year before, they did not play to the level that they did even before getting Von Miller.
Isaiah, you know why that probably was a thing? Because there was like 2 to 3 games where we needed Goff to
once again
minimum.
What have I told y'all on this show numerous times, bro? The game don't come down to one drive. It don't come down to one play. It don't come down to one play, bro. Y'all lost the game before that, or
that's easy. I mean, that's easy to say when it's not your team going through it and you're trying to win the Super Bowl.
The same shit when it's my team.
Like I said,
we went from making the Super Bowl, and yes, I believe they got the Super Bowl hangover thing, but there was like 2 to 3 games that made the difference in our season of where we would have had a chance again, and we ended up not even making playoffs as a team that was over 500.
But it was not.
There was games where he just straight fumbled the ball through picks to where it was like, nigga, what the hell was you looking at pivotal times of the game? And we needed somebody, and he was scared to throw it past 15, 20 yards. At
Coach
that
McVay
last
over there calling them fucked up play.
Yeah.
But like, you can't tell me.
Well, I
it's-
gotta tell you,
you
Josh,
can't
Now,
tell me-
Ragu just saying spit now.
No, you can't tell me.
I think I'm
You
with
can't
Ragu
tell
on
me
that
the
one.
Super Bowl when they played New England.
McVay over there
Obviously-
calling that
obviously-
bullshit, man.
Yeah, obviously it was inexperienced. He has never played in the Super Bowl, but neither had McVay, if I'm correct, at that time. But yeah, I felt like he was in Goff's ear way too much and was very
Yeah.
indecisive.
JC, you know McVay be abandoning the run way too fast.
Because come on, they were the hot.
Well, he
they were the
had
number
to
one
at that
number
time. Our
one
running back had arthritis.
What, I
Right,
was
so
thinking-
that's
Those
the point
offensive de-
Isaiah was making.
But it make it
wasn't
look
all-
like he was getting carried by Gurley. To be
but
honest,
that's what we're saying, bro. That's what all I'm saying is, it's just
y'all was run heavy.
Once Gurley went away, that's when McVay stopped worrying about getting a running back, stopped worrying about, oh, let's establish the run first. When in reality,
but
that's
how could y'all say McVay wasn't right and he turned around and won a Super Bowl
oh my gosh,
after trading the quarterback?
JC, the whole team was. I just told you there was a whole bunch of different circumstances from y'all Super Bowl year to the year that y'all won. Are we correct? There was a
I
whole
mean, there always is, bro. That's how it goes.
That's what I said he was a little bit scapegoat. I didn't say that he wasn't part of the problem either. That last season he didn't play perfectly either. But what we're saying to you is, especially coming from a Raiders fan who had a coach who likes to be all up in his quarterback's ear and tell him exactly where to throw it and how to throw it and when to throw it, that shit can make him indecisive and unsure of his game, just like it did with Derek Carr, just like it did with whatchamacallit, it's another quarterback. Oh my gosh. Trevor with Urban Meyer thinking that he's an offensive guru, and you not. Leave that to the quarterback coach.
So let me ask y'all something then. If Jared Goff, well, I ain't gonna say if, when Jared Goff gets to the playoffs this year, if he spits the bed, will y'all still have this same energy right here?
It defies shit the bed, man. What he did.
Exactly.
So if he lose,
No, I said him personally. He loses
his
and
performance.
it was like, yeah, you might not
So what
be.
are we, when you say shit to bed, what are we talking like? 189 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions type of game.
I mean, that's like horrific, but I mean, if you fumble the game away, like what if it's a situation like that?
If we come back on here and
If he has a
Goff would've played
mid-grade
better,
game, mid-grade game, and he throws the game away at the end from a fumble, a pick that was
The
something.
game was lost before then, bro. You should not be depending on one play to win your game, bro.
I'll give you this.
But
JP.
y'all do that to Dak.
Who?
Y'all do that split to Dak though, and his numbers be good.
If they lose and he doesn't play well, like if he would have played better, they could have won the game. I'll give you that. You know, we'll say I'll feel like he sold me some fool's gold. But right now, man, shit,
Right now,
y'all either Purdy and them Niners gonna find out, or Jalen and them Eagles gonna find out if
It's
he's
gonna be the
for real.
Niners.
What? No. Like I said, I tell Josh all the time back then, 2019, 2018, I told him, I'll take Goff right now.
He did say it. We used to
Yeah.
fight about that. He did say that,
Yeah.
and I said that nigga was crazy because at that time I felt
Norman
like
is
I
usually right about shit like this.
That
Like,
nigga
Goff
was
ain't
wrong
a bad
about
quarterback.
GSP.
You let him do what he do, he gonna like, and not right now he's proving his point because y'all traded him. So he made him more, man. That's why he been out there studying.
Yeah, we
throwing
probably made
the
the nigga hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm
we
saying.
could have helped Goff. Like if he, who's to say
don't
he's
try to
playing
take
like
no
this if he
credit
stays
for
on
it.
the Rams?
Don't try to take no credit for it.
You cannot have a successful situation and you and your head coach, the quarterback, franchise quarterback and the head coach aren't on the same page. It wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, they have fell out for whatever reason.
All right, Titans and Jags.
Titans, man, they might as well hang it up. I don't know what's going on with them.
I did not expect them to be. I ain't gonna say this bad. I didn't expect them to be bad this year. This is
So
Yeah.
nah, nigga, fuck that. You know why the fuck I'm here, nigga. You know why.
AJ
fuck I'm
Brown.
here, nigga.
You can call AJ Brown back.
No, he know what I need. He know what I need. So you gonna go ahead and say it, or what?
I
what you
apologize for the
That's what I
disrespect.
thought.
I apologize
That's
for
what
the
I-
disrespect. I had the
That's what I
Titans
thought.
winning the division comfortably.
That's
Um,
what I thought.
and
Wow.
I was wrong. I
Thank
was very effing wrong.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wow, shout out to D'Amico Ryan.
So when we
Yeah.
get to the recap episode, ain't no need to be doing all that extra shit. I done already addressed it.
So
Got it out the way in episode 77.
nah, nigga, we gonna do it again.
Yeah, I was about to say they're not letting you slide on that one.
It don't matter because when we get to this division, we all gonna be looking silly for how we talked about the Texans. So
Nah,
it's
for
all
real.
good.
No, for real. That's big facts. I'll say this.
I'm glad it was all of us though.
Yeah. T Law, finally, brother. These were the games I was predicting you to have this year. Y'all finally have put together a game that looks like the potential of this team, even though I will say it's against the Titans, so I'll take it with a grain of salt. But just playing with that manner of getting him going, he made damn near all the right throws, made some really good throws, even ran it a little bit for 2 extra touchdowns. So this was a good overall game against the Jaguars, against a division opponent, and extend their lead a little bit against the Texans in the division, you know, because CJ Stroud he ain't pulling no punches. He trying to come in first year and win the division as a rookie, with a rookie head coach. So CJ
And I'm with Dre on that. I just thought about it. If he does that, there's no way you give an MVP to somebody else. Get the F out of here. Niggas didn't have them winning more than 3 games. So
Oh, you talking about
I'm
the
with
Texans?
Dre on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
100%.
CJ deserves to be in the MVP conversation, even as a
I
rookie.
agree.
That
He really deserves it. If
Bringing that
if
back
the
up.
Texans win the division, I think he deserves it.
Oh,
he
for
deserves
sure.
he deserves conversation if they make the playoffs.
Easily.
So
Easily.
And you know, for him to be this,
Yeah, no, he's not gonna be.
I'm sorry, he deserves.
Damn, Ragu.
Gonna be
That ain't
Jalen or the guy. The MVPs played last night. Just a matter of which one of those. Guys.
I'm sorry to interrupt. This nigga Tristan Thompson just airballed the freak though. Get this bum out the effing league already.
Hey, he's
What
good
is
at
we doing?
Hey, he's good at
I'm just
cheating. That's
saying,
about it.
Ragu, I mean, he deserves. I'm not saying that he is the MVP, but he deserves consideration if he gets them to the playoffs. He's on pace to throw for over 5,000 yards.
I
30
agree with that.
touchdowns.
I agree
So
with
he-
that.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree with
not
that for
saying
sure.
he
Rookie of
bonafide-
the year, runaway rookie of the year for sure.
Oh yeah, that like rookie of the year done been decided.
Not
That
even
was decided
conversation.
a while ago. Yeah, that's not even conversation. But he
Yeah,
deserves-
Bryce ain't doing shit.
But
I
like,
mean, they win that division. Yeah, I mean, goddamn, yeah.
Hey, Tanner, chill on the Bryce slander though.
I ain't slandering Bryce. He just ain't doing shit right now.
Yeah, nigga, it's a
think
reason.
Bryce-
It's a reason he ain't doing spit though. You
Yeah,
said it
'cause the
like
team
him or
sucks.
something.
He
Yeah,
ain't doing
nigga.
shit, but he still ain't doing shit though. You can't like ignore the facts. He just ain't doing shit.
Man, chill on Bryce. Now.
They not. He not doing
That's
shit for a good
that's Cali
reason.
blood right there.
Shit,
Okay.
There you go
I
with
fuck with
Cali
Bryce
blood.
on this end. He just ain't doing shit this year.
They don't have good players.
Exactly. That's the
give it,
point.
yeah, give it.
Trevor Lawrence made a couple nice throws in this game. I just want to say, and we can move on because this was not one of
We
them.
really can. We definitely ain't spending too much time on that. I know you in Jacksonville and all that, nigga, but you got all holiday season, nigga. You got plenty of time to rock with your squad, all right?
And then
Yeah.
9-0.
Matter of fact, I ain't even calling you a Raiders fan till you get back to Vegas, nigga.
Oh, here this motherfucker, man. Shut your ass up.
Every time the Raiders
Then
start
they're gonna-
winning, he go to Jacksonville.
And then they're gonna call you a Chargers fan.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Thanks, Dre.
And just so
Hey,
it's known,
hey,
hey, I just want it to be known, his boy Herbert sitting at the bottom of the division.
Thanks for that shot, Dre.
bro,
Hey,
I don't
Jeff
even
Herbert.
feel, I don't even feel a shot from a nigga who team 2-9. Like, what is he talking about? That's why I didn't even address that shit.
Oh
fine.
shit.
I'm kicking back. I'm watching all these other watch these other teams rise up.
That's all you can do. You enjoy, bro.
Settle
Like
on
who?
in, Dre, because it's gonna
Like
be.
who?
it's
Hold
gonna
on,
be
hold
a
on, hold on.
bit.
Like who, Dre?
Wait, say that again.
Like who? The only team that's doing good for you right now is the Celtics.
Oh yeah, no, I got hockey coming up. I got all, and then I'm watching. And when I say other teams, I mean like seeing like Miami and Buffalo.
He's saying
and-
just the good talent in the league, not his team.
yeah.
I guess.
Everybody but the Patriots, basically.
Yeah, as long as they doing bad, I'm all right.
He gonna have a different backdrop.
Y'all in
next week,
contention
too.
for that number 1 pick, and y'all ain't about to do spit with it.
Bill Belichick about
Hey,
to
you
draft a
never
punter.
know.
for the long snap.
And knowing Bill, he probably would.
All right, let's go. Let's keep it moving. Chargers and Packers.
Yeah,
Chargers.
That real quick.
Talking like they always talk to Chargers, boy. We gonna call them
terrible
choke.
drop. That was a terrible
Choke
drop.
artist.
This guy's a choke artist.
That
How did
was
he
a
choke?
terrible drop,
How did
though,
you
too,
see how
by
you
the
just be
receiver.
saying spit? Did you watch the game?
So
saying
JC's boy
shit.
gunned down JC's boys.
Oh, my boy. That he came for Herbert right now. You could have talked about the game, nigga.
Love is your other guy though. You stood up for you.
Yeah, love straight. Love straight. I'm not gonna say that's my guy, but love straight.
And Love hung in there, man.
Love got potential.
I heard Staley.
He
damn
play
near
again tomorrow, don't he?
Thursday.
Yeah,
I mean Thursday. Yeah, my bad.
Thursday. Yeah, not Wednesday.
That's how you know niggas is ready for Turkey Day already.
Yeah, Staley. I'm hearing rumblings.
How does he still have a job right now?
I don't
Seriously.
know. Hater.
Do y'all know? Okay, so I think the stat was in the last 12 games he's had, the last 12 games they had, it was one possession. It was one possession or less. Or not less, but it was by one
3 or
possession.
less. Yeah, 3 or less. 3 scores or less. Not 3 scores, but like they lost by like 3 or less.
Yeah.
And the
If
fact
that ain't coaching, I don't know what the F is.
I need to get back. I need a healthy mixture of the analytics, go for it on this down from this distance when you're down by this bullshit. So just a straight old school, man. Let's kick this thing right now, bro. I'm tired of all of the
Niggas playing like it's Madden.
yeah, bro. And that's why San Diego, I mean, the Chargers are
No, you said it right. You said it right the first time.
San Diego.
and that was an honest mistake too. I was not clowning. That's just who they are to me when I see them.
San Diego Chargers. I don't know how they came to LA.
Think of
I changed
LaDainian Tomlinson every time you see that logo.
Yeah. And Phillip Rivers.
And his 12 children.
Bro.
San Diego Humphreys. Y'all remember him?
Like, I know
Oh
they was-
yeah.
Y'all remember Stan Humphreys?
Yeah.
They went to the Super Bowl, got blew out by the Niners.
That's right.
All
Hey,
right.
real quick.
Cardinals in Houston.
Oh, again, Stroud is him.
Shit.
Like, what else can you say
That's big
about
facts.
him?
Stroud
this
is
man
that guy.
Even though
He's,
With 2 picks, bounce back, still won the game.
he's just a
3.
precise. Yeah,
3?
minus the interceptions, minus the INTs. He is a.
I mean,
I
one of those was a tip pick though.
Well, no, I know, but I'm also saying, but like, other than that, like,
Kid
other
got a
than
holes
that,
on
what
him.
I've seen from him, he's a precise quarterback, and he knows how to move defenders with his eyes. He can get you to
Yep.
he can shift you. So when I was watching that, I was like, you're young and you're in the NFL where grown men are getting paid millions, and you're looking them off. You're getting them. You know, you want
Oh.
to go here, but you're getting the defender to go here. Right. So,
Oh, and Ragu, something else too. So you remember how you was talking about franchises listening to their quarterbacks, right? Whether they're young or not. It seems like Houston did that with CJ. So I just seen an interview where Tank Dell was saying that during the draft, you know, him and CJ, they already had a relationship type split. And when he got drafted, Tank texted him and said, hey, you know, congratulations, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, let them know if I'm there, go ahead and take me. And CJ was like, oh, don't trip, I got you. And CJ went to his front office this is the day he got drafted, long before Tank even got took. He let them know, like, hey, if this guy's available, this is who I would want, like, as my, you know, my guy. And Tank ended up getting took. He told Tank, like, hey, I let them know, and he really ended up getting drafted by Houston. So they listened to their guy. The point that you were making of listening to your guys, even if they just coming in, if this is who you trust to be your franchise guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
man.
We're seeing that work more and more now, and the more teams are starting to do that. Where like what Burrow told them to get Chase, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's starting to. We're starting to see that more and more now. So
absolutely, guys are talented, and guys are used to working with guys. So you know,
what helps, you know, especially a rookie quarterback as young as CJ is, what helps is like if you go and tell them, hey, go get this dude, or you know, and they get him, that looks at them and be like, that makes them look at you and be like, oh, dang, they got trust in me. So now I have to go out there.
Right. Exactly.
It
does more than you realize.
Yeah, and it's like you're trusting me, a rookie who's never stepped foot on the NFL field yet. So that's probably.
And CJ just helped to continue that module, because most of the times that we see this happening now, where the franchises actually listen to the quarterback, we're starting to see results on it. Like Houston is out of poverty for the first time pretty much since the Deshaun era. You know what I'm saying? A few years ago. So and Tank is emerging. He looking like a new Tyreek, like new improved Tyreek type fit right now.
Looking like him.
So
I can't put Tyreek who? Hill?
Yeah.
No, nobody looks like that.
So that's the only nigga that could run.
As far as the hold on. As far as the elusive, short, super fast guy. Have y'all seen some of the moves Tank has been making this season?
Right now.
I think I had like a couple weeks ago where I was like, bro, did y'all see that double move he put on it? Like,
just go watch.
Oh no, y'all need to check out Tank.
Just watch the game. Tyreek Hill running.
Yes, I did.
A 15-hour post, and look how far the corner is.
Tyreek Hill outruns the camera.
I mean, Tank is out there putting $150 left and right now. Like I'm not saying he's Tyreek or better than Tyreek. I'm saying he's showing some of the intangibles that, you know, Tyreek has.
He reminds you of Tyreek.
Yeah, he gives me the vibe of that. But go ahead, Isaiah.
Brother, are you high?
No, I'm saying,
nigga, are you high?
Oh my God! Nobody said he's Tyreek. If Tyreek Hill retires right now, that'll be the closest we have to Tyreek. Is that fair to say?
No.
So who would you say?
Nobody. Nobody.
Nobody's out there.
You know we got to do the young guy OG comparison with everybody.
No, not that one. No. Until I watch
F what y'all talking about. Put some respect on Tank.
No. Until I see.
No, hold on. No, F what y'all talking about. Put some respect on
Shut
Tank,
up.
nigga.
I don't think you understand what Tyreek Hill did to the AFC West for 4 or 5 years. This man, in one half against us one time, he put up 200 yards and 3 touchdowns in one half. In one fucking half.
He just got here. God damn. I'm just saying he looked like he got the potential.
I don't care. He gonna have to show me that shit. No.
So putting up $150 left and right, that's not enough.
$150 left and right. Let's see your definition of $150.
He had it in back-to-back games.
Okay, so he's done it once. So twice, right? He's done it twice, right? Let's see your definition.
He's getting his continuity with the guy.
So, and he's only had $150. Never. He's at 149 and 145.
Oh my God! You hear this guy?
Tyreek got 1,224 yards right now.
That's why I'm like, what is this nigga talking?
We're not comparing him to Tyreek right now. Why are y'all bringing that up?
Nigga, you talking like
you
he has
brought
a whole
it up.
bunch of these.
You brought
You
it
the
up.
one who brought it up.
said
You
it
talking
down.
like he got a whole bunch of these games. You said left and right. He has a game 34 yards, 16 yards, 16 yards. Those are 3 duds.
With eight games to play, Tyreek has 1,224 yards, bro.
You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
smoking dick, brother.
So I think that officially says that he's something we've never seen. So we can't be comparing guys to Tyreek, bro.
Not yet.
Especially young guys like that.
Espe-
And I feel you. I appreciate you for pumping up
All
the
I
young
was saying
guys.
is as far as like a young nigga for when Tyreek is long gone, I feel like Tank Dell's elusiveness and how he plays. Not as far as the deep threat yet. I haven't seen that, but how he plays as far as
nigga,
his
whatever,
elusiveness and how
I
quick
hear
he
you,
is.
man.
Yeah, we hear
That's
you.
the
but
closest to
no.
Tyreek.
Yeah, we hear you, but no.
You
When he
niggas
take
treat
a
me like I
corner-
said this nigga better than Tyreek.
We
Like,
hear you.
God
No,
damn.
I know you to say that.
Yeah.
I
When
know
he
you
take
wouldn't
a
dare
slant-
say that.
When you take a step across the field to the touchdown, then I believe it. Okay.
You said what?
You take a slant to the house, then I believe it.
What did Tyreek rookie season look like? I'm sure it was similar to this.
What did Jalen Ramsey say? He was a punt returner.
Let's see, Tyreek.
First time I ever seen him play, he was out there on that Tyreek shit.
He was on special team.
Yeah, the kick return and punt
So
returns
his
back.
first season.
He
his
said he
first
was
season-
drafted for that. He said he was drafted to just be a return guy.
Yeah, his first season, he was mainly a punt returner. He only started 1 game. He had 593 yards with 6 touchdowns. But that next year,
Damn,
that-
that's a lot. That's a productive season. Hell,
no, I'm
only
not saying
starting
it's not.
one
I'm just saying
game.
after that.
he only started 1 game and had 600 yards at 6 times. Shit.
Yeah,
know.
Tyreek has only been playing 7 full years. He's in his 8th year, and this man already has 9,562 yards and 72 touchdowns.
Ooh-wee.
And in his rookie year, he didn't even have 1,000. So
He-
he gonna make up that for
Tank-
that this year
Tank-
with
see,
2,000.
Tank might get 1,000, even though he was starting.
Man, shut up, man. I ain't trying to hear that, man. I ain't trying
Bro,
to hear
don't
that
start
shit.
any more arguments, please.
Hey, so what's his best season yards wise?
Probably-
Yards wise,
It was on Miami. It wasn't even
yeah,
on the
it's on
team.
Miami when he went for 17-10 last year, but his best touchdown years in Kansas City in 2020 when he caught 15 of them. And Tyreek also has 768 rushing yards in his career with 37 touchdowns, excuse me.
Man, F all that. Shout out Tank Dell. I said what I said, nigga.
Yeah, you
Whatever.
on that facade, nigga.
And wait to bring this up later on. He a dud.
So, yeah, okay. And just for that, I'm talking that much more crazier when that nigga putting up 12, 13 next year.
All right, we'll see.
We're not gonna spend too much time on this, if any at all. Dallas and Carolina.
Really?
Skip.
Really?
I think
That's
Skip.
what he
Bro,
did.
I vote Skip.
Bro, and you know what's funny? You want to know what's even more funny, real quick, before we move on? They really think. Well, I mean, they have Super Bowl aspirations, but bro, they're treating it like they're treating it like they're elite, and I'm like, hold on.
No, it's crazy because Cowboys fans every year, like, so they're sitting at, you know, they great records toward the end of the season, right? And they all thinking like, yeah, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, and everybody else,
Wild card.
and then everybody else that's non-Cowboys fans, no matter how they could be 10-1 right now, and everybody else is just sitting there unfazed, like, yeah, they're gonna lose in the wild card, like.
Wild card.
That's it. Like every non-count, it's crazy just the difference of how people treat it. It's like they both acknowledge, like, yeah, they have a great record, and they're either, and then Cowboys fans, this is our year. Non-Cowboys fans, you're gonna lose in the first round, or if not the first round from a bye, it'll be first chance you get.
And that's the crazy thing too. It's because they've
Ain't that
given-
crazy though?
But it's because
It's
the
true,
reason
too,
that
though.
there's the reason that there's people over there that say like, yeah, right, bro. To me, they could be 16, 17 and 0. I still think, yeah, they're done. But it's because
They're done.
they've given people so many reasons to
Yeah.
think that.
Is there
It's
a
like the
team who's got
Browns. They got
good
a
records like
reputation.
them as much as they have and not even went to the Super Bowl?
Bro, they haven't touched the NFC title game in 30 years.
Look,
And they've been good for like the better part of the last decade.
But yeah, they have. They have been a good team. It's just they can't close in the playoffs.
They've been to the title game since inside of 30 years. They won the Super Bowl in 95.
Well, that's probably what he was referring to.
They did get screwed that one year a little bit when Dez
I
caught that
know,
pass.
Oh, here's Norman over here bringing up old pains. Now, how you do that, Tanner?
I was like, you know what I mean? That's a right one too. Oh,
So
no,
we got a
it's
couple.
one.
We got a couple we're
One
not
of
gonna
these.
spend too much time on. Here's another one. We got Giants and the Washington Communist Party.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even say shit. Kyler makes the Cardinals watchable. Okay, we can go on. Yeah, the Commanders.
Yeah, shout out Kyler.
And I'm not calling for Ron Rivera to be fired. I just see the writing on the wall.
Oh, definitely.
But
I think him and the Chargers coach, I think both of them niggas is gone by the end of the season.
the Giants are 2-0 against the Redskins. I mean the Commanders, and
That's two of the 3 wins they got.
yeah, it is. So,
Damn.
that division thing, it's tough if the whole division thing, but
Makes
still,
me wonder if Washington is trying to tank on purpose now.
Yeah, they trying to get Williams. You know what I'm saying? They get that quarterback.
Oh man, y'all see that?
He don't like the how disrespect, Norman.
Sam is the guy. I gotta put some people around Sam. I am.
All right, you had a chance to get Williams or Sam. You know you're going for Williams. All right.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take Sam in Vegas.
Hey, that'll be a good fit for y'all. I ain't mad at you.
Isaiah, do you concur with that?
That's right. Right
Would
now,
you take Sam Howell in Vegas right now?
We still auditioning O'Connell, but
Well, I mean, it's better than what you got, so that's not even a fair question. Anything better than that nigga?
no, he ain't like that. But I don't think he's the guy though. He ain't.
He said it ain't like that. He just ain't the guy.
Norman was literally talking about benching Devontae Adams this week because of how trash this nigga is.
Oh, it ain't that. His playbook is limited. You know, it is what it is.
The sports, just throw it to the dude, okay? He gonna catch it. Just throw it in.
That Dick Fangio defense caught him slipping this week, so he'll be better against Spags. Well, I don't know. We got another good decor right here with Spagnuolo, so
But again, it's a division game too.
Yeah,
No
Spags gonna have the blitzes dialed up.
joke. That blitz, boy.
You know he loves it when he plays the Raiders.
It's like 8 sacks right there.
Shit, what if we hire Spags?
Bucks and Niners.
That was a good one.
Yeah, no one cares. Move on. No,
It was a
I'm
pretty good game. Pretty good game.
Hey, we gotta let Norman get.
That nigga Purdy done shut us up real quick, huh?
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
Shut
But
up,
all he needed was to get his guys
back.
healthy.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr.
That's all it
Purdy.
is.
I was not familiar
Man,
with your game, sir.
he might need a couple of those from the media, huh?
Yeah.
Like all
I
I
got
needed.
him.
But ain't it crazy though? Somebody brought something up yesterday. I was watching. It's crazy how the man won 11 straight games in a row. The nigga go on a 3-game skid, and everybody start talking about how he ain't it. Ain't it crazy how fans are?
Yeah, they, the same fans be like, fire Pierce now in the middle of the Dolphin game. On the real, you see foolishness
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I
It's
saw
that
that.
erratic. Yeah.
yeah,
I saw that for the game.
yeah.
How you say fire a nigga who don't even got the job yet?
He's the
Nigga don't even got
intern.
a job yet.
Hey man, I seen go back to Compton in the middle of the game.
Oh well, I know what that was. That's some other shit going on.
You know, we
Yeah.
know what that's twinged with.
Crazy.
We know the undertones.
Are you feeling a little more confident, Norman, or do you feel the same as unfazed? Was the Jags game was the one, huh? That was the one you felt like was must win.
No, because I knew they was gonna do that after the bye, after being 3 games losing. Like they had to win. They knew they had to come out. So I knew that on this one, it was like, okay, let's see what you really do after winning. Are you gonna be high off this win? Or are you still gonna come out and play, be flat?
Mhm.
So they came out and played. It was still a little shaky for the defense for me in the second half because they could have scored too many times. They was in the red zone a lot, but
Mhm.
hopefully they clean that up. You know what I'm saying, and get better next week. Well, this Thursday against the Seahawks, that division.
The Bosa boys is kind of soft, man. They're kind of fragile.
Shout out Brandon Ayuk.
I was just about to ask Norman that. How you feeling about Ayuk right now? How he's been playing, being like the X factor.
Good thing when everybody back, everybody's 1-on-1 because they can't double team everybody. So as long as you win
Yeah,
that
when you got
matchup-
Kittle, Ayuk, Debo, and you got to worry about McCaffrey in the passing game.
Are we gonna put the bus tag on Chase Young?
How Chase been doing the
No, I
last
don't want
couple
to.
games?
got a sack
I
every
want
game
to,
so
yeah.
far. So
Okay, well, yeah, so good.
All
So,
right, all right.
so yeah,
No
chill,
bus
chill
tag
out,
for
Ragu. Chill out, Ragu. Not yet.
Ragu was ready for that.
Nigga is ready, man.
I mean, they both should be winning since now it's 1-on-1. They can't like really double team.
Yeah,
'cause-
exactly. You can't double Bosa. Well, you shouldn't be able to double Bosa. If Bosa's still getting doubled, then what was the point of trading for this nigga?
Just so we can. Really, it's just because the coordinator don't like the blitz. So now he trying to still be with the 4 without blitzing and get pressure.
Yeah.
Like he should want to blitz. I don't know why he don't. I mean, I understand our corners ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? Now our safety going.
This is what y'all been doing for the
You
last
gotta play to
4
your strengths. and
years
If your
or so.
corners ain't good, you
I
can't.
know
blitz.
blitzing. I know. That's why I understand why this coordinator just don't go to tape and see like you need to be blitzing nonstop, make it throw it hot. But
I'm asking everybody but Norman because he already told me his answer. If the Niners don't win it all this year, do you blow it up?
I don't know, Purdy.
This has been like 4 or 5 years of this fringe NFC Championship, Super Bowl switch.
So-
Is this the year that they don't win that you blow it
So
up?
you had just spoke about the team that wins a lot of games and then never wins it.
But at least they got there once, though.
They, I don't think you could blow it up. The quarterback is young. You got McCaffrey and them under contract. I don't think you can blow it up, bro. You got to,
Do you feel
I
like
feel-
so you feel like the window's still open or just
Most definitely.
the quarterback is young. The linebackers, which is like the core of the D and the D line, fairly young. They just paid Bosa, so you can't blow it
The
up.
thing that's gonna ultimately, the only thing that can really derail this team really is either
Salary cap.
injuries during the season.
Yeah, if
or
McCaffrey gets
salary
hurt.
cap at the end of the year.
Salary cap, like the
Yeah, like
the
you gotta
old
cap-
Niner teams.
you got McCaffrey in a season where he's actually played every game. You got to capitalize on that.
Yeah, that's rare. That is rare.
But then again, was he really just getting hurt because it was Carolina though? It's like now I got to start asking.
They
that.
were running him into the ground. They were running him into the ground.
He actually
Like-
got a line. Now he's running behind Trent Williams. I mean, you see a
Now-
healthy
now-
McCaffrey. Is that a coincidence?
Now it makes you question now.
They
You
need
wanna
to.
get a-
That's why I keep saying they need to take Bryce out. Go sign them a veteran quarterback or something who wants a chance.
I ain't gonna
And
do
then
that.
speaking of chances, real quick, I just want to bring the Joe Flacco to the Browns. Is that what I was hearing a couple days back?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
An old Flacco.
I forgot. Yes.
Joe Flacco.
The only reason I've been wanting to get real quick, I just want to get that off my chest.
Joe
The
Flacco.
only and JC, you said it countless times. The only reason that they went out and got Joe Flacco is because they will not. Let me reiterate that word: will not stick with PJ Walker.
Oh, for
Absolutely not.
sure.
The biggest difference between Walker and Joe is at least Joe has experience and can let the defense carry him. PJ
Yep.
cannot.
PJ is terrible.
That is the biggest difference.
Joe
And
Flacco. off
That's
the
a nigga I
couch.
ain't get. Ragu, that's another nigga I ain't giving no 3
Oh,
years.
so old.
That nigga
Who?
PJ
Oh,
PJ Walker.
Joe Flacco off the couch? Are you
That's
kidding
what I'm
me?
saying.
Oh my God.
No
There's
way.
gotta be a better option.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Joe
this is a-
Flacco
Where's
off the
Cam?
couch.
Where's Cam
That's
Newton?
what I'm saying. This is Cam. At least try to go get what's the
Kill-
name?
Killer, where you at?
JC,
That nigga doing podcasts.
Kaepernick. Fuck it. Bring out Kaepernick. You ain't got nothing to lose.
Hey man, if y'all don't let that go,
Shit. Hey,
I don't ever want to hear that name again when quarterback vacancies come up. Please
Hey.
stop.
it's better than Flacco. Tell you that right now.
oh no, it for sure.
Didn't
is,
Flacco
but
beat that nigga? What you mean?
Flacco
because of
was
Ray
banging.
Lewis?
Flacco had to let you
So-
do it.
Ray Lewis.
And
When you think about it in terms of college football and 126 Division I teams, and we can't get 32 guys?
I know.
Hell
It's crazy. It's starting to make more and more sense every week, Ragu. Like it really is.
Unbelievable, man.
Let alone 64.
Let alone 64.
Hey, Walker
Yeah.
is just indecisive.
It's
And
crazy,
not
man. It's
throwing.
crazy.
So it's
He
like
acts
we
like he
actually need
can't
to start
see.
putting more respect on like the Bakers,
decent
Jimmy
QB.
G's, and Derek Carrs, because even the top 20 is like you still
Yeah.
better than like
Put some respect on the decent QB name.
yeah.
You feel me? On the real, bro. Yeah. Guys
Yeah,
that can have seasons of 3,000 or more yards and more touchdowns than interceptions. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, you got to tip your hat now to that.
the bridge players.
And them the main quarterbacks that the fans be having their head on the swivel.
Yeah. And it's kind of, I guess, like what Brady said today. It's a lot of mediocrity out there, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw that. I
It
thought that was
puts
wild, but-
emphasis on, like you
I
said,
don't know.
the
I
decent
kind of
guys,
agreed with that statement. I'm not.
and
gonna
then it
lie.
puts even more emphasis on the elite guys like
Right.
Mahomes in them.
Right. Where that's why it's
Mahomes is-
always them. It's always those guys.
Yeah,
Other
Yeah.
than Mahomes and Hurts and a couple other quarterbacks, everyone is just
and it's a league where quarterback play is more important than ever now.
But yeah, and everyone has not everyone, I'm sorry. Some teams just have poor coaching. Like like poor coaching, and then there's poor play on the field. Like you said, the mediocrity is real.
Yeah, the coaching is poor coaching out there too. Sure.
So in
Or-
another
Or
segment,
development. Player development is trash.
Oh, that was
preach on that.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely is
That's
trash.
lost
Player
in all
development.
aspects.
Picking the wrong guy just because you seen one damn play.
right. Norm. That's them scouts.
Yeah, them freaking scouts. Oh yeah, he did this. It was amazing.
Motherfuckers need to be fired.
And then you got them scouts who be thinking too hard, who be trying to like, you know what I'm saying, be the one that had that pick that nobody saw coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes
Yeah.
like, nigga, there's a reason nobody saw that coming. And they
I
don't
was
realize
thinking
this.
himself.
DJ Stroud.
That was. I mean, everybody seen that. That's why he went so high.
Yeah, I'm still tripping on the fact that the Panthers skipped over to get
I'm having a
to
hard
not
time
get
thinking
CJ. I'm not gonna diss Bryce, but like, damn, you skipped over to not grab CJ.
So do you think CJ is
Might have
over on
blessing in
Carolina
disguise
right now
though,
winning
too.
game?
That's what I'm saying. You think he
No,
doing what
because he has
nobody did?
No,
Do
DJ
we
wouldn't
think-
have a line if he was in Carolina.
yeah,
I know.
yeah, 'cause no.
Do we think
That's a-
Bryce
that's
is
a
doing
great
the
point,
same
Rag.
thing
Hey.
CJ's doing in Houston?
Who knows?
Hey, I'm gonna say no, Tanner. I'm gonna say no, man.
He'd be better. He'd be better than what he is, but no, he wouldn't
He'd be
doing
better
the
than what he
CJ.
is, but I don't think he'd be. Ain't they in first?
No, not yet.
They in second.
They're
place
one game
in the
behind.
division. Man, I don't.
And they play. Oh, and they play each other next week. Actually, what a
Prime
game
time,
that's
they
I
gonna.
don't know why I'm saying it, but I don't see Bryce having the Texans in the same position. I do.
No.
Mhm.
But I do digress on what you said about CJ on Carolina. No, I don't see him doing well at all.
They have no
on that team.
line.
Yeah,
This
there's no
line is
line at
giving
all
you-
whatsoever. No type of the front office is terrible.
Yeah, everything over there is terrible. Coaching.
The
And,
coach.
and it goes to
Coach is
show
bad.
how sometimes a quarterback whole
Frank
career
Reich.
can be derailed by your
Huh.
situation
Fucking
of how
joke.
important that is.
I don't like the coaching there.
Frank Reich.
Giving up everything and anything for nothing. No, they ain't kidding.
But in another segment of we not gonna spend too much time on this, we got the Jets and the Bills.
Oh, the only comment I want to make on that, hey, Zach Wilson, I'm not trying to be mean, but how do you backpedal and trip on your own feet? Did the turf monster get you?
First ones that came up.
They're gonna go on and bench the kid, huh?
Bro, yeah, that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
slip summed up his entire season.
For
Just like
somebody
Marcel-
worse than him. They benched him for somebody worse than him.
It's
I'm not
like
gonna-
people are on the Jets for taking
is it?
him, but
Who
it's
is
like,
it,
is there
Tanner?
another quarterback from
Tim
that
Boyle.
that would be doing better than him right now in there?
Yeah, they get
Trevor
some-
Siemian-
You know you trash. You get benched for somebody named Tim Boyle.
But then we're gonna, bro.
He got moved down to the third string QB behind Trevor Siemian.
I think they
Yeah.
should start Trevor. Start Trevor.
Yeah,
What
give him a
happened
shot.
They had last year. He was actually kind
Start Trevor Siemian.
I mean, I've already said how I feel about this. I was completely wrong on my Jets take on the prediction episode. As
Rodgers
far as
got
like
hurt,
me
too.
thinking that the Jets wasn't going to do all of that, because the fact that they're even fighting the way they are and hovering around 500 the way they are with Zach Wilson, that shows that Aaron Rodgers, would have been able to really do something with that. So,
Yeah.
because I know he
In
wouldn't have
my-
been that effed up no matter how much he regressed.
My AFC Championship prediction would have been a lot better.
Yeah, that would have looked. Yeah, that
He'll be there
sounds a
next
lot
year,
more
I
realistic.
think. I think he'll get a shot next year.
coming back.
Well, apparently
Yeah,
he
there was
talking
a
about
lo-
he trying to come back in December.
Yeah, there was a lot of reports saying
Will they
Rodgers
even
is
be
trying
in
to come back
playoff
this year.
contention?
But I don't know. Isaiah.
No.
Aaron Rodgers is he low key like an attention whore sometimes. So he could just be doing all this just to keep people talking about him, and he know damn well he ain't coming back this year.
About me?
He be out there chunking it in front of the.
You said what?
Before the game, he be out there
I said,
chunking
you
it.
got something you've been wanting to get off your chest about me? Because
I think because honestly, you honestly were the one that kind of like was one of the original ones to say Aaron Rodgers kind of be doing Swift for attention in the offseason. So
Nah, I'm just
think
joking.
that's why he was on my-
He definitely does do that. Yeah, right, bro. He likes the attention.
Pay attention.
let's go Seahawks and Rams.
I'm so glad
Ragu
Seattle
and
didn't
Dre
win.
and Norman. I told you niggas we don't lose to the Seahawks. Again, Isaiah, 7-8 weeks ago, I told you we don't lose to the Seahawks. I just wanted that to be
whatever, nigga.
noted.
Y'all just lost to the Seahawks last
We
year.
don't lose to the mother effing Seahawks, nigga.
Y'all
period.
just lost to the Seahawks
Lost.
last year. Anyway,
Last year.
The only
So say
the
sometime.
time they beat us with our third and fourth stringers.
you
Anytime
said y'all
we was
lose
good to
them,
go,
but
Anytime we was good to go, bro,
The
we done
whole
won like 8 of
the
the
whole-
last 10.
Aaron-
Nigga, we
Aaron
don't lose.
Donald
to
didn't
them.
have to do my boy Gino
the
like
whole
that.
thing about it is you said y'all don't lose to them, and y'all
We
have
don't.
recently lost to them.
don't.
That was the whole point that I made, and it was true. At the end of the day, you're wrong, and it's
No,
okay.
at the end of the day, I'm positive. Okay.
Wait till we know.
Ask Pete Carroll if we wrong. Ask Pete Carroll if we wrong in the last
You
5-6
said
years.
what?
Ask
so-
Pete
and
Carroll how
guys,
wrong I
so
am, nigga.
Did he not say they don't lose to them, right? And I showed when in fact
Ask
he had
Pete
lost to them.
Carroll how wrong I am, is what I'm
And
telling
it
you.
was before the season when you said that, nigga.
And it's crazy because the most recent game, before the game, these two games, y'all had lost to them.
Yeah, because they beat the practice squad. Who gives a F
It
about that?
doesn't matter. Nigga.
It do matter. It do
It
matter.
doesn't
What you
matter.
talking about?
It does.
It doesn't-
Anybody
It
will beat
still
that.
beat you.
You know what?
Everybody
I'm not
beat
gonna
that.
argue- I'm not gonna argue about this because you trying to make it seem like, we had our third. Nobody gives a fuck. We
What you
don't
mean?
give a
You
fuck.
said
Y'all
we was
niggas-
gonna lose the last time we played them.
It doesn't.
Did you say
I don't
that?
give a fuck. No, nigga, that don't matter.
Okay
What I'm
then,
telling you
nigga.
is, this is about you saying y'all don't
lost
lose
to
to the
them,
Seahawks, and y'all in fact lost to the fucking Seahawks.
Nigga, every team has lost to everybody at some point in time. What's your point?
We ain't lost
Yeah,
to the
point.
Broncos in
We
9
don't lose to them
games,
niggas,
nigga.
bro.
We don't lose to the Broncos, nigga. That's how that works.
You
The
can say
Broncos
we
haven't beaten
we
us.
barely lose to them.
Okay,
We
so
don't-
the Chiefs can't say they don't lose to the Broncos?
No, they just lost to them recently.
Okay.
It's just they
All right,
just,
if that's the energy you got, then cool.
They can say that about us. I ain't gonna lie. They can say that about us.
Hey, you supposed to have different energy. Y'all play them this week. You supposed to be turned.
I
right?
know it's still Chiefs hate week, but right now, as of right now,
wants
they can
Jimmy
say that
G
about
back.
us. We haven't beaten the Chiefs.
Yeah, we beat the Broncos 7 times in a row.
he wants Jimmy G back. That's what
But
he
this was
wants.
another comeback game. Did anybody actually watch this with
Which
to comment on it?
Which game?
This is the Hawks and Rams.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that. Sorry,
It's 1 o'clock game.
I was in the car.
I was watching. When the Raiders on at the same time,
They
I was
Aaron
watching
Donald didn't
my
have to
game
do my
with
boy
49ers.
Gino like that, man.
Ragu probably got red zone.
I was
Yeah.
watching my 49ers game. I forgot at the same time.
Yeah, I be on my red zone shifts just for the show.
Norman,
Shout
you-
out Puka Nakua though.
Norman, thank you, Ragu, for doing your homework. Norman, you should have been rooting for the Rams. You trying to get that number 1 seed, ain't you?
You know, I was rooting for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I stayed with y'all. You know,
Nigga,
especially
you
since I
picked
got
the Seahawks on the damn Vegas pick'em switch.
because I didn't know Matthew was coming back. I thought he was out still. Not
Nigga, I
backup
told you he
quarterback.
was coming back. Cooper Kupp got hurt though. He's out.
No,
Man.
no, hey.
Hey, Puka
we do not
Nakua is there
call
for a
him
reason.
Cooper Kupp. Cooper injury prone Cup. That is what we call him.
All of a sudden,
hey,
when the
bro.
Clippers came,
Hey, bro. Jerry, please sit this one out. Talking about receivers, please sit this one
when
out.
the Clippers came, all of a sudden,
Injury
Cam-
prone.
man, I'm gonna have to drop this nigga.
You don't have a receiver to be injury prone with to begin with. When the last time you had a receiver other than the one old season of Randy Moss?
Nigga said one old season where he caught 20 plus touchdowns. Please stop.
How
Out
long
there
ago was that?
balling.
How long ago was that?
What are you talking
That's
like,
they
bro?
last receiver.
We've already debunked this, bro. Like
Yeah.
Randy Moss was
That's the
not
last
old.
time they had a receiver. I wasn't hating on Moss right now. I said that's the last time they had a receiver.
Nigga, they don't call him
Man,
old
number one
Randy
receiver
Moss
was
when he
freaking
caught
drunk.
20 touchdowns and was an all pro.
And number one
And
receiver
that was their
drunk.
last receiver.
Okay, that's fine. But see, you know what? I ain't gonna let you down.
Yeah, nigga, that ain't prime Randy Moss anyway. I don't give a F what you talking about.
23 touchdowns and almost 1,500 yards. He had 1,490.
Hey, okay, Dre. Dre, by the way, Isaiah is bragging about a receiver that you had damn near 2 decades ago. So that proves my point.
When did I
Thank you.
brag? When did I
Thank
brag about it? Nigga, you said that was old Randy Moss. That wasn't old.
I said
Randy
that was
Moss.
the last receiver they had. I was saying they haven't had a receiver since that.
So you want to sit up here and cap, nigga? Everybody on this podcast just heard you call.
You want to
him
bet money on
old
that?
Randy
You want to
Moss.
bet money on that on what I said?
I'll put a fucking $1,000. You just called him old Randy Moss. Nigga.
I didn't say I didn't say that part, but you skipping the other part I said.
Nigga, the whole point is
You
it
just
wasn't
going on
old
one
Randy
little
Moss.
part of it. I
Nigga,
said
'cause
y'all
I'm
haven't had a
sitting here telling you,
receiver since
nigga,
the old
Bro,
Randy
you
Moss.
want- bro,
That's what I said.
stop. You weren't even watching football then, so I don't even know why we having this conversation. You talking about some that wasn't Randy Moss.
Get him.
So what are we talking about? This nigga, and you talking about some bear? He wasn't really in his prime. That nigga, bro, he caught 34. This nigga caught 47 touchdowns, 250 passes, 3,765 yards in 3 years with the Patriots.
Hey, by the way, Isaiah couldn't be more right when he said I wasn't watching football then. That was when the league pissed me off about Vic. So he couldn't be more right about that shit.
He was.
I said F y'all niggas
That
until
man-
Aaron
that
Rodgers
man was
came along.
averaging 16 touchdowns a year, y'all, as a wide receiver. Are we serious? You talking about?
Have they had a receiver effing with Cooper Kupp
My
since?
argument isn't about that. My argument
Okay,
isn't about
okay. So that
Nigga,
was my main point. You
nigga,
brought up something
nigga,
that was miscellaneous.
My whole point is I don't want him using talking about some that was the old Randy.
And
I'm gonna
Moss
keep
Brady.
saying that,
No,
Spit,
no,
because
I'm
that
not
still
talking
wasn't
about
trying.
you. I say that-
That wasn't the Moss.
not-
That wasn't the Moss that had
I'm
us
not
jumping
talking
over
about-
niggas talking about you got Moss. That
What are you
wasn't
talking
him.
about? Yes, it was. What
No,
are
that
you
was
talking
not.
about?
That was Minnesota Moss that had us doing that.
You
Yo,
weren't
Moss
watching
was-
football.
The
then,
nigga had
brother.
the nigga that had 3 catches for like $150 and 3 touchdowns. That's the Moss that we was talking about.
Is this nigga serious? Is this nigga
Wait,
serious? Does
the only
everybody
reason-
remember
real
that
quick.
Tom Brady snow game where he caught 3 touchdowns in one half? Are we serious? You don't see, bro, stop. What are we talking about?
And
What are we
look,
talking
the
about?
only reason I brought up that
Shout out Randy
injury
Moss though. I
prone-
love Randy Moss.
The only reason I said injury prone Cooper Kupp is because, fact or not, doesn't he always get hurt, misses half a game or season, and then comes back?
No, he
that's
doesn't
why I
always
agree
get
with
hurt.
injury
He
prone.
just had the greatest
Doesn't.
season we've ever seen from a receiver just like 2 years ago. So no, he doesn't always get hurt.
Oh my
Last
God!
2 years, that nigga
Congratulations,
got hurt.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2
Before
years
that,
ago,
what
he
about
doesn't always
before
get
that,
hurt.
before
That's
they won
funny
the
as
Super
shit.
Bowl?
You
What
see
about
how-
before the
hey,
Super Bowl?
Did y'all just
Injured.
hear this? Y'all just
Yeah,
heard this,
before-
bro?
Before the Super Bowl, he was getting injured before that Super Bowl win, and then he's doing it so far this year, and he did some of it last year. He's injury prone as fuck.
You just have your nerve to be talking about somebody receivers. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
JC,
not. I'm just
need
saying
you to be
it's a
serious with
fact.
yourself.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Cooper Kupp
He
is
is
injury prone.
prone.
He's only played 2 full seasons in the NFL. He's been here
said
since
about Burrow.
2017.
You can say it about Burrows, you can say it about Cup.
Exactly.
He just said
I
you
didn't
got
say
your
it
nerve.
about Burrow.
He
That
just
was
said
y'all
as a New
niggas.
England fan, you got your nerve because y'all had a bunch of no-name guys in between Moss and now. Aguilar, shout out to Aguilar. He had a good year, yeah.
Yeah, decent.
But he's a Jag.
You know, it's funny. The Chiefs
No,
got the same
Aguilar
thing.
plays for the Ravens. Jones plays for the Jags.
But he played for the Patriots at one,
He had a quick pit stop.
He was one of them strays in between Randy and now that JC is talking about.
I'm not
Basically,
denying
he
that.
said,
I
"How
just
dare
don't want
you
him.
even mention
I
the
don't
wide
want him
receiver
giving.
position?"
I don't want him giving Patriot fans any ammunition to sit up here and talking about they had an old Randy Moss when this motherfucker was catching 15 touchdowns a
Trying to
year.
take away Patriots' excuse.
Hell no, I don't want to hear that shit. Well, we lost to the Giants in 2010 because Randy Moss was old. No, fuck that.
Oh yeah, no, there'll be none of that.
Yeah, fuck no.
Andre, do you agree with that statement?
He's about to start using that.
Hell yeah.
For sure gonna start using.
I
that
would.
now.
That's the
Thank
only
you.
time they lost. I would.
No, that was
Lost
when
the
they
Giants
bullshit.
twice. That was sick.
Bullshit. I'm gonna let that slide. You crazy as fuck. That's
17
why I
and
had to get that out the way, JC. Fuck all that other shit. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
about
we won't
this.
have that.
We're
We
not
won't have
having
that.
that.
That would have been history right there. Y'all was so close to history. Greatness. 17 and 0.
Yeah,
That's
that's crazy.
close, right
Hey,
there.
hey, you know what? I want to take a
Close,
second.
but
Hold on, I
no
want to take a
cigar.
quick second. Thank you, Eli Manning. Like, I don't think I've ever actually done that and took the time. Eli Manning, thank you so much for preventing that. Smith.
Oh, Eli
I didn't even
Manning,
realize the
in-
magnitude of that.
I know
Get
that
him,
year
Eli.
in Raider households, Eli Manning's jersey went triple plat
Man,
that year.
I went hoarse that night screaming, "Get him, Eli!"
Raider fans probably want that nigga in the Hall of Fame already.
Oh yeah,
This
oh,
nigga be there just for that alone.
oh yeah,
He
they
didn't
do.
do it
Big
once, though. He
facts.
did it
Big
twice.
facts.
I done got it to knock down, drag out arguments about Eli's Hall of Fame worthiness.
But have you
Oh, yeah,
noticed
like,
that we don't?
I am
we
one
see
guy
those to
who's
the
banging
NFC
on the
East.
table for Eli to get in
Me-
the Hall of Fame
me
first
too.
ballot.
Me
First
too.
ballot, off top.
He said first ballot.
First
Like,
ballot.
like you ain't even got to send the ballot. That should be automatic.
Come on, Eli. Stop
Shout out
playing with
Eli
Eli,
Manning,
man.
They might,
And the
they
crazy
might,
thing
they might
is-
sneak him in. you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
5-6
they will.
years.
Those Super
I need
Bowls.
I need that big ass forehead right next to his brother Peyton.
The only reason the only reason he will get into is because of those Super Bowls.
It don't
He
matter.
didn't do it
It
once.
don't matter.
He did
It
it
don't
twice.
matter. I
As he
don't care.
should, man. As he
As he
should.
should.
Twice. And he should. No, I agree. He should. And we should have cheated better too.
I know you still see him hitting Plaxico in your sleep.
Let's go.
Oh no, how
Hey,
dare
Jay,
you?
hey, Jay, real quick, how did that feel to have y'all perfect season? I'm sure that hurt more than the other one. How did the perfect season one feel?
Well, I was in 3rd grade at the time. I still was able to like cope with it. Like I was cool. I was like, well, okay, well, like it sucked, but it was like it didn't really bother me till I got older. Then I was like, ooh.
When you realize the magnitude of it, like
I was like, we could
you
have
had a chance to do
fucking,
something that's
if it wasn't real quick.
that's like Pop Warner spit right there. 17 and 0.
If it wasn't
like,
for
no
old Randy
disrespect.
Moss, they would have won.
About to sum it big.
And you know the crazy thing, the funny thing about that too is despite those losses, not only did we lose to the Giants, but we also lost to Philly. So the NFC East is seen
So
at that
also-
time seemed to be the kryptonite.
Also, that I want to say in either week 16 or 17, the
2050.
Patriots barely beat the 10-6 Giants
Who gives a fuck? A win's a win.
before
I
the
don't
Super
care.
Bowl.
But that was
game,
what you
though.
said, Barack.
Oh,
That's another thing
no.
you said. You said that it's hard to beat a team 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they had
year
to
we
beat them twice. They had to beat them
The
twice.
year we went unbeaten. Exactly. Yep. We
Yeah,
played them.
I remember
week
watching that
17.
game.
We
Y'all
played them
barely
week
beat 'em.
7
Yeah, it's hard to beat a
Oh,
team
you know,
twice,
week
let alone 3
17.
times.
Yeah, week 17, y'all barely beat the Giants. I remember. And then when y'all played them in the bowl, I'm like, man, the Giants got action.
That must be
watched
what
that game. I watched the game in week 17, so I knew the
Strahan said
Giants
the
had
same
action.
thing.
Yeah, I
Strahan
knew they
said the
had
same
action.
thing.
that must be what Brady was thirsting for when he was trying to get Antonio Brown over there on the Patriots. Like, man, I just need a Randy Moss one more time. Like, that's it. Just give me that one more time and watch what I do with it.
And Brady
Yeah,
really
yeah,
wanted that
Randy
undefeated
Moss, boy.
season.
Then he went over to the Bucks. Like, man, I'm finna get me some receivers. That's what these
Man,
niggas
that
talking.
motherfucker put the
I
lead.
think Belichick got me out here throwing the
the
wide receiver 3s and 4s, telling me to go to the Super Bowl every year. F that nigga.
Getting but nothing but second round pick after second round pick and shit. Yeah.
And where's N'Keal Harry now?
No, it's funny.
Should be out the league.
Man,
He
he
never
should
caught on.
be bagging groceries at
Ooh!
Publix. That's what he should be doing, bagging groceries at Safeway.
Ooh!
Funny. That's what the
That was
Chiefs
already
are doing right
gone.
now. Chiefs is hoping they can get a backup receiver just to smell it. Look, we got
He
the
might be a PE teacher or something. So.
Damn, the fucking gym teacher's crazy.
Nigga, need to go get that CDL, my boy. It's over. That CDL is calling your name, brother.
yes, indeed.
Merchant Seaman School is always open.
All right, let's close this out, man. We got the Vikings and Broncos Sunday night primetime football.
I just want to throw in the
Josh
Broncos.
Dobbs is him.
Preach.
That and the Broncos.
What they call him, Tanner? Pasture not?
I always knew he was the best quarterback we had on the team, but we got rid of him.
Hey, how much are the Browns regretting trading him in the offseason right now? Or cutting? I think they cut him, actually.
Hey, there goes some more people that need to be fired.
Yeah, people take that back. You can't take that backup quarterback position for granted anymore. You cannot.
But they kept PJ Walker though.
And you need
Niggas kept PJ Walker over
the
Josh
Browns.
Dobbs?
Yeah, the Browns kept him.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Well, they
Nah,
went and
I
got him.
understand.
They didn't keep him. They got him.
I
He was on the
understand,
Panthers
no.
last year.
No, I understand. Nah, somebody.
I'm
needs
saying
to be
that's
fired.
why, man.
Somebody
That's
needs.
why-
to
And
be
if you're
Those are
contending
fine.
and you have an elite quarterback, that's even more of reason to get you a real backup quarterback. That's how important it is right now.
Yeah, somebody needs.
But
to be fired.
but JC, there's you don't have 32 guys. How you gonna find it?
The Browns had it though. They could have held on to Dobbs like they did last year, and they would have been cool right now.
Now, if you're the owner, do you bring in the guy after you see him go win the game for Minnesota and all that? Do you bring your guy in like, hey, didn't we have this guy?
Yeah.
It's already been talked about. I'm pretty sure it came up. It's been in the
I'd have
media.
been making that phone call, especially
That's,
you said we kept PJ Walker. You said we kept
Jimmy
PJ Walker
Haslam.
over here. Yeah, I'm
Jimmy
I'm-
Haslam. I know. I would have brought the guy in, man. Like, man, what's going on, man? We had this guy. I remember paying him.
Keep them both.
But the Broncos are rolling hot right now. I guess Russ.
I
is
mean,
trying
so were
to
the
cook.
Vikings. That's the crazy part. They was scorching.
I will
was
say,
gonna-
the Broncos are finally taking after Sean Payton with the dirty hits week in and week out. Kareem Jackson launched his he didn't even use his arms, just straight like a torpedo, just straight helmet to helmet hit. And it's been like
I don't think he tried aiming for the helmet though.
Nah, he's done this 4 separate occasions this year. He did it today. He's done it he just did it last night. He did it coming back off of suspension. He did it back coming off of suspension, bro.
How
It
many
was
games they give
him?
him 4?
They gave him 4 this time. So it seems like Sean Payton got Bounty Gate back up in Denver.
And you know what
I know
those
Dre
players
is
are
with
saying
that.
now? You know what those players are saying too? They're saying, well, shit, if the Saints got a ring out of it, fuck it.
Damn.
We gonna get after the.
I got a question because Russ is starting to look a little better. Do y'all
Yeah.
think it's possible for him to ever get back to Seahawk Russell?
Hell
No.
Nah.
Those days are
Don't
gone.
forget. He's
Those
80.
days are
Don't
long
forget.
gone.
Yeah, those days are.
But I
What
will- I do
what percentage
wanna
of that
say-
do y'all think he can get to as far as like?
About 60.
I was
No,
gonna
I
say
think he's not.
59.
I'm
He
giving him
can get a little bit higher than that. I think he can get like 70 to 75. I don't think he'll get the escapability that he once had either. And
And that's a whole like half the game. That's a whole like 30 to 50% though. His
that's why I said
mobility.
about 70%. I think he can get about 70, 75% possibly. Because he
Yeah,
was
I'm
still,
gonna give him. I give him 60%, 59%.
that's not too bad. I
We
just
gonna
think he
get
can
after
bump it
him.
up to 70.
We gonna get after his ass when we play him. I bet you that. Right,
They-
man.
But y'all got them one more time?
Watching
Yeah,
it
we
for
got them at
Burners.
the end of the season.
It's just that
Man,
he ain't got
Get
money to
after
go
Russ.
Are y'all the last game of this? Are they? That's the last game of the season? Oh,
Yeah. And so at
y'all might be both.
That's all
It
I'm
might
going.
be for a
at
playoff spot.
Allegiant.
That might
And
be a.
that's
That might
really
be a.
a player. Yeah.
Yeah,
It could be.
Yeah.
It
Like
could
a
be.
Raiders Chargers situation.
It
Well,
could
not
be.
exactly like that situation, but
That
Yeah,
would be
nah, that
apropos.
situation and that game was crazy. That's a classic.
It would be appropriate if
Um,
that last game against Denver is for the
Dude should have got fired
playoff
after that
spot.
game.
I mean,
But
it's
I do
just more.
wanna say
But JC,
for-
it would all
With
be
tips on it
dependent
for the
upon
8th time in a row.
if Pierce can lead us to some wins in this stretch of the schedule right here. Like I said, the Miami game impressed me a lot with Pierce coaching.
Even
that team.
competing in that.
Yeah, like bro, who he lost, like with McDaniels, bro. I did ask was like, bro, they probably hang 70.
If y'all can get this Chiefs game somehow, y'all might have something going.
That's why I said if we can get because we played the Chiefs
We
as
about to
well as-
get after the Chiefs.
Twice,
we
right?
played the Chiefs twice, and
Yeah.
we played the Chargers and the Vikings.
And the
I said-
Bills.
And the
Oh,
Broncos. We don't play the Bills. We already played them. They
yeah,
beat
we
us.
already played the Bills. Yeah, Bills is done.
So it's Broncos, Chiefs twice,
Chargers and Vikings.
and Vikings.
and honestly, if the
Damn, I was being an
Broncos-
a-hole
now-
last week. I said y'all gonna lose 4 of y'all last 5.
That's
Yeah,
why-
that's what
that's
I'm
what I
saying.
told you. I
I'm
said-
trying
I
to
said,
tell
I said
you.
if we
I'm
get
trying
5 and
to tell
5,
you.
we could because that's why I said we could possibly win. I said we could possibly if I said we should be able to compete for sure in 3 of those with the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Vikings. Because
I
mean,
think I
Vikings-
said the Vikings was the only game y'all was getting.
no, you said we might get one against the Chiefs. That's what you said.
If we beat,
Well, I said that right now, but I'm saying like last week I was talking spit when you left.
Oh, okay. But yeah, if we can take the games against the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Vikings, and then steal one of those games against the Chiefs, we got action.
And also,
if
too,
we
what's
beat
crazy-
the Chiefs, I call AP in if I'm
Oh yeah,
Mark.
oh yeah, he
Give him a
hired
job.
right there on the
off
spot.
top. He hired off top. He hired off top.
honestly, too, I think one thing about if Denver was now hypothetically speaking, say they were to make the postseason, they would have been only, I think, the second team since the Colts, with Andrew Luck to start the season 1-5 and possibly make postseason.
Were they 0-4?
No, they were they started the season 1-5 or 1-4, and then it was 1-5 they started, and then
that got to be a short list because it's I guess they said for 0-3 teams that's only happened like 5 times where they made the playoffs. So
I don't think 0-4 ever, right?
I'm sure if it's probably like one team because, like I said, it was short for 0-3 because there was a couple teams that started 0-3 that are like in contention right now.
Is a straight death sentence.
Yeah,
because you only got but so many games, especially in the past, because you didn't have 17 games.
I mean, that's a fourth of the season right there, Ragu.
Yeah, 0-4, you're done.
Yeah, and the last time that did that was the Colts when they started 1-5, and then they ended up finishing 10-6. But lost in the wild card round to the Chiefs.
Boy.
But I do remember the Raiders. One Raider team. I want to say it's the Tuck Rule team. They lost 4 in a row in that season. I remember that.
Which one? Yeah.
That's why we was in fucking New England. If we hadn't had that losing streak, we would have played that game in fucking Oakland. But anyway, yeah. That team lost 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm. And then and then that following season we didn't make the playoffs. We finished
11-5. They went 11-5 and lost 4 in a row. That's how good that team was.
And then that following season we finished 5-11.
We went 12-4 and went to the Super Bowl and got the shit beat out of them.
So
the next year,
we're gonna save the best for last.
We already did the Raiders.
Are we ready? Are we ready to get into the Super Bowl rematch?
Oh man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That
it was
what a game, huh?
It was a doozy.
It was a good game. It was a good game, but boy, do the Chiefs got some work to do. Missed passes, dropped a game winner. And granted,
it's the same shit they've been doing all season. They just played somebody last night.
It's an even bigger problem now.
The most watched Monday Night Football since 1995.
They blew a 10-point lead.
It's not only that; it's more so they're not putting up points in the second half at all.
That boy got to catch the ball, man. At the end,
they haven't
exactly. How the hell are they supposed to put up points and these niggas won't catch the ball?
Valdez-Scantling.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's
Valdez-Scantling. You follow from Burners? Catch the goddamn ball.
They was dropping spit. They was dropping spit on the first game of the season on Thursday night. And here we are, week 12, and you still dropping spit.
I get what you're saying, but that means the problem is not being addressed properly, whether it be in practice. Well, now you can't even make any
what can you do about nigga catch the ball? Like, what? How do you coach that? How do you fix that? Catch the effing
get
ball.
on the jug machine.
Get on that jug, yeah. Get on that jug.
Catch 100 footballs before you leave.
Now they need to put the jug machine and put some water on.
The fact that you got to do this with professional men that's making millions of dollars is sad.
They don't blame the water, my nigga. It was raining. That's what they gonna say. My stickies.
No. Because y'all have the most drops in the league this season, which means y'all been doing it in the sun, in the rain, in the snow, in the windy, and everything. You dropping the ball. It don't matter what the weather is.
They dropped it every month.
You got more drops than everybody else, and you have I think what was the stat he had? Like the most receptions or something like that. So Mahomes is doing his part.
Hey, listen, and Valdez-Scantling and the guys, don't come out there catching that motherfucker next week either, man. Don't keep it on.
Now they about to catch shit out of that ball.
He said, "Keep on dropping that shit."
It ain't even about like they're gonna drop the ball. It's just a matter of when they drop the ball. I think that'd be the difference with them. And Kelsey has to play like phenomenal for them to even have a chance every night.
They can't. They double team Kelsey, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, they had him doubled up literally half of the night. And the announcer even made note of it too. But
Kelsey.
The thing is, they also, what got to me too is like, it's getting ridiculous. Like JC said, it's getting ridiculous. It's now week 12 and you're still doing the same mistake, still making the same mistakes. You can't go in the playoffs and expect, and turn the ball over and expect to win like that, or drop critical passes, or it's hard. They both got the run game established, which was, good to see, but again, Mahomes did what he needed to do. It was just a matter of catching the ball now.
Well, what they need to go do is talk to the Patriots, because they built just like the Patriots, got a tight end, just everybody else. So they need to go find Edelman and tell him, like, how you been catching the ball these years, whatever Tom Brady threw at you. Because, yeah, that's what they need.
Man, the Chiefs, after last night, I feel like the Chiefs might have the worst receiving core in the league right now.
No one fears them either, even though they are still 7-3.
The only teams that could probably have a conversation is like maybe the Giants and maybe the Patriots. But these niggas might have the worst receiving core in the entire league right now.
Well, it was a good defensive game.
For the most part, besides Jalen Hurts getting sacked like 5 times.
It was a good defensive game, but it was just, when your team going 3 and out, it's like, shit, man, we've been out on the field the whole time.
Norman actually pulled up for that game last night too. I had some fantasy stipulations on the line. So thank you, Devontae Smith, for not getting 3 extra points.
Yeah, when he caught that bomb, I was like, yeah, it's over. I was like, oh, he didn't score.
We thought he rolled into touchdown. That would have been my fantasy season right there. I'm trying to make playoffs.
Kelce looked like he ready to retire, man, to me.
So Kelce apparently just came back from Argentina with Taylor Swift on her tour she on right now.
Yeah, nobody cares.
We do not care.
Hey, man, he looked like he ready.
You don't think that matters at all?
We're not doing that on this show. I don't give a fuck about Taylor.
Yeah, don't. No one cares, bro. Like, move on.
No, I'm just saying, as far as your focus, like,
yeah.
Because Julian Edelman was talking about that, as far as like that type of spit was out during the season. You feel me? Like,
my boy said he saw him walk down the tunnel after Denver popped him, and it just looked different, man. The dude is Kelce's on his way up.
He ain't 30 is.
No, Isaiah, I'm not saying that on no gossipy type spit. I'm saying that on like your focus maybe not being there all the way right now.
Yeah, Kelce's done after this.
Damn it, Ragu.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ragu, why would you say that? Because sometimes Madden be telling the future, bro. Travis Kelce just retired after this season in Madden, bro. So don't.
Wow. They probably know something.
Hey.
Bro.
Madden's bullshit when it comes to they got any player.
If Kelce retires, then Mahomes is back to square one.
They better draft, man. They better be looking for.
They're gonna have to They're gonna have to hire the best damn GM. You better have the best damn picks.
They'll find a guy.
I don't know.
They found.
You just gonna find another Kelce somewhere?
No, not
or
exactly
another Tyreek.
But they'll find somebody, man. This guy is good, dude. You saw that throw last night?
His numbers will be like he'll be good. I'm talking about like the wins though might not be the same.
They playing D though. Spagnolo got him over there D'ing up though. So
you know what I'm saying?
Man, niggas is gonna be screaming for him to get help. They screaming now to get him help.
Right now, people more worried about they D than Mahomes and them mid receiver. Kelce over there going half speed.
Yeah.
I'm on the yard line. I feel like Kelce will retire if they win the Super Bowl. If they don't, I think he'll come back trying to get one more.
Oh, well, then that
that
means he can retire.
He is out for sure.
Oh yeah, they win that whole thing. He's gone.
I think he's out either way though. Norm.
No, I feel like
If that's the case, why he didn't leave last year?
If shit that's happened this year, JC, shit that has transpired this season.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have that new honeymoon thing he got right now. That was like he would have been gone.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, shit that has happened.
What y'all think about Tyreek?
And the blicks on his ass, Paul.
Whoa, yeah, that was definitely a huge pause. What y'all think of Tyreek's tweet when Stanley dropped the ball?
What'd he
Ain't nobody
say?
trying to hear that shit.
Petty. Glad that they trade him. That's all being petty.
What Tyreek say?
He talking about some everybody think it's easy to catch that ball under them lights. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man.
Shit, we know he can catch him under them lights though.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, he got to catch that one, man.
Oh man. Hey.
Shit, come on.
It's just crazy because it's like he's been winning, so ain't nobody been talking about it. But Mahomes been going through that all season. I mean, I'm sure nobody feels bad for Mahomes with what his resume
no,
like.
we don't.
I certainly don't. I certainly fucking don't. And I was just about to say something before you said something. So I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's hard to have a pity party for Mahomes with all the help he had when he came in.
Party for
But
that, man, fuck him.
Please.
Be like,
Fuck.
man.
Get tired of seeing him in January and shit anyway. Get him the hell out of here.
it's just crazy though, because when a quarterback it's weird how NFL fans are. When a quarterback has a bunch of help, niggas discredit you and say, well, it's only because you got all the help. And then when you don't have enough help, niggas be flaming your franchise saying, well, get him more help. So it's
Funny
like,
how that
you
works out.
actually credit the nigga, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what does it take?
It's funny
That's
how you
all
need
it
good players to.
Right. That's what it's is.
You need good players to be a good quarterback. You need good players to be a good coach. The common,
Ain't
the
that
common
crazy?
thing is everybody needs good players.
Hell yeah, you ain't gonna win.
Yeah, so
without
I'm gonna be hearing that less when I hear fans say that type of spit to people. Unless you just full blown getting carried to where it's just like painfully obvious. We're gonna have to ease up a little bit on quarterbacks just because they got a squad.
I mean, Phil Jackson is a good coach, but Phil Jackson had some good players.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think that's an understatement.
that's a for sure understatement.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? He coached two different sets of
And that's
beats.
when you think about that. You know,
He only
how
had the
crazy
top
that
two
is?
shooting guards of all time.
Only, right? You know what I'm
You know
saying?
how
So,
crazy that is to think about. Like you just coached like two different generations, and you were still
But-
good like that.
but he is a good.
That's a
coach.
good point, Dre. That's actually a good effing point. I'm gonna have to use that. Thank you for
Like,
giving me
that-
some
and
points on to
not
argue
every
with Phil.
coach does it. And he made it look easy.
Yeah, he coached two completely different generations.
I mean, you know, Riles, they're all the multiple championship guys. Pop, they wouldn't have did it without them good players they had, man. Lots of Hall of Fame dudes on championship teams. It's funny how that happened.
If only Kwame Brown was a part of one of them.
Shout out to Kwame. We traded him for Gasol.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's right.
So he helped.
That was where that classic Stephen A. rant came. They traded Kwame Brown. Who cares? That was the day that we traded for Gasol. Shout out to Jerry West too.
Oh, yeah.
Traded us Gasol and got the F up out of there.
The logo.
Breaking Tyrese Halliburton just dropped 26 in the third quarter.
And also,
How many points
the
he got?
Orlando Magic.
It's on the
the
high-speed
Orlando
sports
Magic-
wire.
And real quick, the Orlando Magic just took 100 shots from the field and made 50 of them. So that puts them at clearly 50% shooting.
Head ass.
Off the high-speed sports wire.
23 fast break points.
Check y'all out.
Tyrese Halliburton has 37 and 14.
He's him.
Golly.
How
What's
many
his field
turnovers?
percentage?
7
Zero.
turnovers, just 3.
Oh,
And
that ain't
shooting
bad.
No,
percentage?
because I asked that because you know he had went like that 3-game stretch. He had like 40-something assists and no turnovers or some shit like that.
Yeah, but he has 3 steals and a block to make up for those turnovers as well.
Damn, I should have got that nigga in fantasy. Last thoughts on week 11.
Yeah, same as always. Cheat New England.
You know, Raiders went toe to toe with Miami at their place off the bye. We're gonna go whoop the Chiefs' ass.
Yeah.
Norman Tanner.
Matt Canada's gone. Let's go.
49ers gonna win the Super Bowl. That's all I know.
Hey, that we'll be there next year.
Nigga, what?
I was waiting for someone to catch on to that.
They said that last year.
In McVay, we trust. That's my words for week 11.
They said that when we were 9-4 2 seasons ago. Marcus Spears did. I'll say no one
Since
else.
I brought up
Marcus.
all the basketball, I got one question, basketball related, and then we can go off and
Watch
get
the
set up for
Celtics.
Turkey Day.
Blazers
So-
getting the #1 pick.
Bron just made a tweet or a story post
Oh,
where he was posting his numbers. Obviously, y'all all seen how he's been playing this season, otherworldly. Shut up, Jay. And he had a post where he said, "They said I came to LA just to make movies." So I wanted to ask y'all, as a collective, why personally do y'all feel like LeBron chose the Lakers at that time?
The location.
warmer place. Because he was what, Cleveland before that?
Who the fuck doesn't want to be in
wait, my bad, I
California?
forgot he was in Miami. My bad.
When you could go wherever you want, and you got kids, and you know, and his kids was all like big enough to like have a say of where they would rather go, and wifey, I would say all of them said, let's go to LA.
You
Shit,
got to
Bronny
realize
got
too, when
school.
you guys got to realize too, like, you know, athletes at his
They're
age
from
and
Cleveland.
stature- yeah, but also too, like a guy like with his stature, or for any athlete actually, just when you get later on into your career, it just doesn't become your decision anymore. It becomes you and your family.
Right,
Like,
right.
like, and I
Absolutely.
hate. I'm just gonna.
That's a
jump
good
ship just
point,
for a
actually.
second.
That's a real good point.
That's what I
Because
said.
when Brady left, despite his marriage falling apart, when Brady left, that was still a family decision to do, to go somewhere, warmer. And that's what LeBron did. He was like, I'm tired of being in Cleveland now. It's a family decision now. We're all getting older, and
Oh yeah, Savannah not leaving LA. Well, let me tell you that right now. And
LeBron's going to the Clippers.
LeBron ain't finna go, but she not leaving LA.
did you say Braun to the Clippers?
No, I said I was saying LeBron. I was saying Bronny. I mean, because he wants to play with Bronny for 1 year before he
Yeah.
retires. I was saying Savannah's not leaving LA. Like when you were saying,
Yeah, apparently there was and this was something that I heard. Thank you for bringing that up, Isaiah. There was at the time, there was something about, and not in like a effed up foul toward like way,
no,
but it was a thing of like Savannah apparently was on some like, yeah, I want to take the kids to LA. I want to live in LA. I want to, and then now it's coming out that she's trying to start her own endeavors in LA type spit. So it was a thing of like, she was on some like, well, I'm going here regardless. Like you be, on the road anyway type spit. So we're going to go to LA, and that kind of help the persuasion of like, okay, well, I'll go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And the boys.
And the boy, yeah, like the high school, all that was talked about. Like,
Yeah,
you
I'm
see
saying,
where
like,
Bronny went to college, right? Like,
exactly. Like, I mean, the missus say, "Oh, I'm going to LA, whether you coming or not." That nigga like, well, shit, I guess I'm going to LA. Like,
yeah.
and again, I'm not saying that it was said in like a, like an effed up type of
No,
way. But it was
we
just
not-
like,
bro.
Hey, it was said,
Listen,
it was
JC,
said in only the way your wife can say some shit.
right, exactly.
I was just about to say, like, regardless of if it's in an effed up way or not, that's the missus. What she say
Yeah.
pretty much goes.
Right.
It was happy life, happy wife, happy life.
exactly.
And
So fair to say,
family move.
None of y'all feel like he came here for basketball reasons.
Well, he can't. I feel like
Well,
all of it
anyway,
is like,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, the
I like
Laker
that.
lore, coming to LA, being
When the Lakers are
one of those
champions.
Laker legends to win a championship, I do think that played a little bit of a factor. But I do think more so it was a family decision. We want to go someplace warm.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
LeBron-
once I get here, all y'all niggas gotta go. I need a roster to compete.
I think he tried to make it work with the initial roster, but then he got injured and realized, okay, they wouldn't be able to keep it afloat if I got hurt.
Lonzo, Ingram,
Yeah,
all gone.
So at the end of the day, it was just a family decision, and
And then he wanted to do his Hollywood stuff too. So that I think that all it was a
Yeah,
lot.
he was
of-
working on Space Jam at the time.
yeah,
which
it
Warner
was a
Brothers
lot
is
of
out here.
factors in play.
So that definitely made that a little easier for him.
Yeah.
Have y'all realized that I believe LeBron has, at the end of the season, LeBron will have played on the Lakers longer than he has on any other franchise
For real?
at once.
Really?
At
'cause
at
he
one
was
time,
always
not
down.
all together, but at one time, this would be the longest he's played for a franchise.
Let me
In
see.
Cleveland that first time?
The first time was what, 7 seasons or 6?
Let me see.
How long he been here?
I'm saying, I ain't been here like 3 years.
You got
Oh,
18,
he been here
19.
for 6 years.
So yeah, it's been 6 years.
what the
Damn.
fuck? Where did time go?
I'm saying,
look
Yeah,
at
I
huh?
remember when he came.
He's
in
been in
18.
LA for 6 years?
Yeah, he came in 18.
At least 6 years.
He came
What?
in 18. That was his first year here.
Nah, see,
Holy-
he ain't been there. It would need to be 2 more seasons, and it would be his longest because he was in Cleveland the first time 7 years. This is his 6th year in LA.
Yeah, this is
Next-
six.
so his next season would be tied for the most.
Yeah, his longest, like you said, Cleveland is split up into 2. I get what you're saying. Like this will be his longest stint with one team. So
Shit,
but
watch
it's
him go
still
back to Cleveland.
Cleveland will still have it. So
Retired.
That'd be such a Braun move to do. He'd be like,
Yo.
fuck it, I'm going back to Cleveland.
If that happened,
But
bro,
this
I'm going
is
right back to this
dirty, right?
episode. If that happened, I'm going right back to this episode.
All right, man. We about to get up out of here. Before we go, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Turkey Day. I need y'all one dish that y'all not going without Thursday. That's meant. What's the Mando dish? And don't say turkey, nigga.
Dressing.
Why as shit? I need some macaroni.
Dressing.
Y'all gonna hate me, but it's not my fault. I actually don't like I'll eat ham or whatever, but I don't eat like too much.
So what's the
I can't.
Mando dish on your plate?
What's the
One
mandatory?
slice of ham.
Like, what are we keeping? You mean? Or like, what do we
Yeah.
dislike the most?
What's the favorite dish you need to go when you
Yeah,
go
the
to?
one dish that's good.
Oh,
There's no
stuffing.
way it's not going on the plate.
stuffing. That's a Thanksgiving thing.
This nigga
Yeah.
called it stuffing. That's difference in culture right there, ain't
Yeah.
it?
that shit ain't touching my plate. I'll let you know that shit right now.
Hey,
Isaiah, crazy as hell. You ain't had it done right.
Man.
I don't
Yeah,
eat
yeah,
stuffing.
done.
You
I
be
don't eat
dressing with the gravy.
No,
I
it's
can't
disgusting.
You gotta have
wake
potato-
up and smell that
potatoes
shit.
and stuffing, bro. That's
Thursday
the-
morning.
that's the
But
too
y'all
much.
niggas is different because I'm not eating that shit.
What's your man though? You in the South? Y'all should be having some good spit out there, boy.
We don't do traditional Thanksgiving where I'm at, so we have shit like at our Thanksgiving, like salmon, motherfucking pasta. We had crab boil one year.
Okay, y'all switch it up.
Yeah, so but my uncle this year he frying the turkey. So that's
That sounds
usually
Flying the
good.
turkey?
Yeah, frying it. So
Oh, frying. Oh yeah, we do that
yeah.
every year.
The Mando, I say mac and cheese. That's got to get me on the plate. Man,
Right.
We got 2 votes for mac and cheese. I'll
gotta
make
have
that.
mac and
I'll
cheese.
make that 3. Cause the Mac got. I feel like if the Mac ain't right, you ruin Thanksgiving.
That's what that you remember that Everybody Hates Chris episode where he was like macaroni and cheese really the main dish, bro.
Yeah.
But happy
What
Turkey
about
Day
you,
to all the
Jason?
fans, man. Shout out to my brothers. Thank y'all for pulling up, man, and spending y'all time with me away from y'all families right now. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Thank you to the fans that's tuned in, man. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's take this to the furthest extent. We are officially on countdown type of time, man. Like it's crazy how fast it's been. We're on countdown time. It's finna be playoffs. We're gonna have you covered, man, with all that good spit, our playoff recaps, Super Bowl previews, all that spit, man. It's coming.
And real quick,
shout out to our guy Marv. He just linked with Isaiah the other day. Hopefully we get some of our old timers to pull up one time in the near future. Tanner, thank you for pulling up, man. We appreciate you as well.
Tanner,
what'd you have to say, Laz J?
I just want to send a shout out to he's only an amateur boxer, but I wanted to send a shout out to Sincere Homicide Brooks.
Hold on. Don't downplay bro like that. Nigga, he's a boxer, nigga. Now go ahead with what you was saying.
That nigga probably knocked one of us out.
Nigga said, "Oh
shit, he probably knocked your ass out, Drake."
Exactly.
Shout out to bro.
I just thought I had to throw it in, but no, I want to send a shout out to Sincere Homicide Brooks. He's man. I went training with him today. Boy, did he work! Boy, did he work! That was it's cool watching him. You can check him on YouTube. So just make sure y'all check him out. Wanted to send a shout out because his head's in the right spot. And one thing I just want to say before we go, the thing that made me most, like surprised with him is where his mentality is and what his why was to why he wants to box. So keep doing your thing, man, and make sure y'all go check him out.
Most definitely.
Say his name again.
Sincere Homicide Brooks.
All right, brother.
All right, thank y'all
Yeah,
so much.
hopefully we can get bro. Hopefully we can get bro on one of these days, man. But we definitely check.
Booth from calling him out.
Go Lakers.
No, I'm just
Go
joking.
Lakers. Go
He's
Rams.
only an amateur boxer.
I thought that's what I'm supposed to say.
Raiders, we gonna whoop the Chiefs.
Yeah.